and hats. And hats.
Welcome everybody to Dice Soup, brought to you by Once Upon a D20 at Once Upon a D20's Patreon, patreon.com/Once Upon a D20.
Absolutely love it.
Yeah,
I wonder how many people just jumped with that.
yeah. Well,
It's
you
just
know,
going from like the little music and whatnot in the background to just.
Absolutely love it.
But
That was the best.
hi everybody, we're back as we often are to adventures in the world of Exandria. Before we get into it, though, want to talk about, as we've been talking about the last 2 weeks, the wonderful Clockmaster's Codex, brought to you by Seventh Mastery on TikTok or Lost Spheres Publishing if you're nasty. But it's brought to you by Kickstarter. So we need you to go to Kickstarter, go look up Clockmaster's Codex, go see what Seventh Mastery is talking about over there. Christian's kind of like one of the coolest dudes that I know, just by the way. But speaking of cool dudes that are going to be helping on it, not to be unhumble, but I'm going to be helping contribute to it. The Bearded GM over here is going to be contributing to it. Ro over there is going to be contributing to it. Again, unhumbly, the three of us are very verbose and have very big opinions. And honestly, they're pretty good. They're pretty good. And it's a system agnostic book that you can draw on for inspiration for game mastering, for playing, for just being a better table mate, all sorts of things. So we really just want to spread that love of gaming. And so does Lost Spheres Publishing. Go check out the Kickstarter. It's going pretty well, but we could always use more. The more you kickstart something, the better it ends up being. I haven't ever seen it not to be that way. So
Nice.
check it out. We'll throw a link down. Do we have a link ready for the Twitch?
Somewhere.
Well,
I'll find it.
I don't have it on hand.
Will I find it?
while you find the link, I'm going to make a short announcement. And Ro, I'm just going to take some liberties here. Ro and I have decided in secret, but now it's not so secret, to put out our own little supplement book of subclasses and artifacts that we're working. So we're working behind the scenes to create some subclasses and artifacts. So stay tuned, because we will be updating more as things progress, but the foundations are set. We're working on a little something.
Oh yeah.
Speaking of stuff Ro's been working on.
Yeah. So if you want to see something very interesting, I worked with Duality Complex this past Saturday on a YouTube podcast style thing where we were talking about weapon systems, and we specifically got into choking mechanics and garroting mechanics in that episode. So if you want to check that out, it should have just posted yesterday, and you search up Ronin's Den on YouTube, and the first thing that pops up will be that account. Go through and you can find me, my beautiful ugly voice and my beautiful ugly face for radio.
You know, it's really funny. I have no idea why you would be on the topic of garroting mechanics after your most recent battle.
No clue.
I will
whatsoever.
say, I didn't bring that up. Duality brought that up because the garrote used to be a thing in 2nd edition.
Oh,
So-
okay. Oh,
Yeah, just blame it on somebody else.
But you can check that out. It's an absolutely great time. I'm trying to see if it got posted yet, but yeah, go check it out.
Did somebody just sub? It went from 6 to 7.
If they
but I don't
did,
see-
they
I
went
don't
a
see-
brand new one.
I was gonna
It was
say
me.
it didn't. Oh, it was
It
you.
was me.
Thank you. I was gonna say it didn't pop up in the chat. So, hey,
It was
thanks.
me.
Thanks, Sean.
Okay.
Yeah, I hadn't realized that it was still trying to access my old card. So I was like, oh, let me update that. And so here we are. And then one other announcement before we go. The Fly Nerd podcast is back in full. The new episodes are posted on YouTube. So, make sure you check out
Nice.
Fly Nerd. So, but the new episodes are up. We have a new studio that we record at. So the lineup has changed. But me and Kaz are still the staples there. And so yeah, new Fly Nerd episodes post every other week now. So, and we have about 3 posted now. So 3 new ones posted.
Nice.
And one of them is a team up between Ric Flair and Megatron.
Ooh.
Where else are you going to see that? Because I had nothing else to do in the background, so I kept posing Ric Flair and Megatron together.
Why not? Why not?
I don't remember Ric Flair's catchphrase, but oh yeah,
Woo!
Woo! That's right.
Gotta
Speaking of
send it.
freaking people out, all right, let's get back into our episode of the Dice Soup, shall we?
One of these days
When-
we'll have an intro to transition.
One of the don't tell me.
We got to come up with something at some point.
Indeed. I actually recently had an idea thanks to somebody who is not currently appearing in this film. But
will say-
we'll figure that out.
The one that currently exists is
Caribbean music.
when last we left off.
When
This is-
last we left off
There we go.
in the city of Hupperduke, after the previously aforementioned great battle that was had in the north end of town. A second one done by this very group. Kaylee Shorthalt was able to help in some of the cleaning up of that issue, not the least of which being giving y'all a place to go lie low for the night. A meeting was had with the next day with one who identified himself as Oliver, a retainer of the crown, whom runs an organization that is a little bit shady.
I'm not
Nailed
there.
but it's a little less shady currently, because Shade is nowhere to be found. Attempting to be
Just-
contacted, but no contact being made. So
So could
Oliver
you say-
himself.
Could you say there's no sunshine when Shade's gone?
Oh.
Ain't no sunshine when Shade's gone.
Boom, boom, boom.
Sean, I knew I'd get you with that.
Now I
But,
want to rewrite the whole song, but anyway, please.
amazing.
Like, I need to customize it now.
After having some deliberations with this somewhat dangerous man, making sure to assuage his fears that your group not only had perhaps done something terrible to his friend, but was a threat to the kingdom at large. Assuaging his fears, he agreed that he would look into some things that you warned him of, and in exchange for information that he might be able to gather that he doesn't have currently, you would return Shade and make sure that Shade was no longer lost in the Feywild, if that was true, and would be back. And assured you that as you after that meeting, that he and his people would pull off, would remove surveillance, so that you could converse with someone whom y'all had talked about needing to converse with no names. And he, walking down the road, flipped up his hood again, wisping away into invisibility or something. And you all went back to gather together to discuss things, talking about wanting to do something before possibly having a solution brought to the possibility of his imminent demise. But he wanted to do something first, and in talking about that is where we leave off, or that's where we left off, that's where we pick back up. I'm a professional at words. We all know this, right?
Doing great. You're
Expert
doing great.
wordsmith.
Expert wordsmith.
The next Shakespeare I see it.
You juggled that with expert precision.
But we're back. How would we like to proceed with this fresh off the late morning coffee at the cafe? The first
Oh,
and
yeah.
last cup.
Akira would get a refreshed latte because they've drank most of theirs already, so they want a refill.
Valana's still not there, is he?
Easy enough. No, well,
If I remember, I'm back at the place still crafting.
Y'all had already done your done your lattes and headed back.
I will say when we left, I accidentally
Valineth was in fact cooking, certainly not meth, back in the magnificent mansion.
I will say when we left the
about that.
cafe, I did accidentally steal the mug again, and I will send my
accidentally
walk back,
air quotes.
give it back, and leave again like twice in a day.
This guy.
Good sh-
Like you just brought it back and then took it again with you.
You're the person that when I go over to their house, I'm like, why do you have a full Waffle House like dish set? Like, what you do?
Because
like,
Waffle House is awesome. No.
There's a ceramic mug here. Like, you can't. They don't give those.
One piece at a time.
I may actually have several pieces of a Waffle House set currently.
I used to have a Palmer House mug that I just walked out of the Palmer House with. Just
Thanks for the sub, Sean.
Bring it back.
You got a sub?
I got
Sean.
gifted tier 1 sub from Sean. Thanks, Sean.
Oh, okay.
Gotta love it when you gift a sub and it gives it to one of us.
Yeah.
That's usually how it goes. Let's see now, Sean. See now, I gotta top you somehow.
You get like 2 subs. I don't know.
How
Anyway.
One time that like Teddy just gifted like 5 subs just all at once. And they just went
True.
That is true. I did do that once.
Yeah,
It was the one time I was subbed at Dice Soup.
Yeah, I think we can forgive you. You're a college student.
But bringing it back, sorry, I led that derailment. I'm sorry.
Okay.
It's okay. This is
You're
being
Spartacus.
accurate. I am Spartacus. No.
But
You guys are Spartacus. I'm Spartacus.
Kaylee has volunteered her services. While you all were off getting your getting your information exchanged, she had volunteered to go and find something to get to Comorta with, because either she could throw a dart and hope that she lands in Comorta, because she's not actually been there before, but she knows that it's a wine town because she likes wine, and she went to go and find some wine where perhaps she'd be able to use some of that as a focus to get to Comorta. Might appear in the middle of a field, as she said, but it's better than appearing, in the middle of Mount Mentiri or, somewhere else in the world.
I guess one would have to agree with that. One would have to agree with that.
I mean, Hupperduke and Grimgully are kind of small now, but
She comes back. I was like, she comes back.
Stealthy has redeemed a hydration check, guys.
Hydration check. Hail hydration.
Everybody drink.
Indeed.
This water tastes like whiskey.
this Coke tastes like Coke.
That's normal. No, not the Coke I'm talking about.
Ah!
Original Coke.
This is the FBI. Open up.
But Kaylee does come back into the mansion. She's not tipsy, but she is a little smiley, a little flush. Wine bottle in her hand, looks like it's been recorked. And she's just, Well, everybody, good morning. I hope everybody's been having as good a day as I have so far.
Day drinking is a wonderful thing, isn't it?
Akira is going to look at Kaylee and say, have you been drinking already?
I had to make sure it was the real stuff. Turns out, it is.
Can I roll perception to see how much of the bottle has been consumed?
Oh, you don't have to roll perception. It's a solid, probably about 2 glasses worth.
Okay.
Would you like some coffee or tea?
Oh, I'm set, mate. I'm set. I'm good. I'm so. Don't even. I am a gnome who can hold her stone.
Well,
Okay.
okay. But at the same time, you're about to launch us.
You
Like,
gotta
across
love.
this.
You gotta love when you find out that legends are just like the rest of us.
It's all right. What are you talking about? No, it's fine. It's fine. No, I'm good to go. I can do the thing. I just have to wave my hands. Oh no, it's a voice. I just have to say the right words in the right, and it's good.
Slayer, are you able to like remove alcohol?
I'm not Dirk, okay? I'm mostly okay.
I'm not Dirk.
Slayer.
I'm
pats
little,
her-
but I'm mighty.
Slayer pats her on, like, stoops down and pats her on the shoulder and uses lay on hands.
I knew it. Feels great all of a sudden. You son of a
For-
bitch.
For that, I am going to ask you to roll athletics to try and touch her, because she is going to try and get out of the way, because you're
Okay.
just reaching your big meaty hand at her.
Yeah.
It's like the size of her almost.
That rolled with advantage, my bad. 35.
And you go and reach for her, and your hand starts to glow, and she just like ducks and does this like flourishing spin, and like in the with the flourish, like she's holding the wine bottle like a sword, and like,
Yeah.
I told you I'm good.
I paid for this.
All right. Yeah. No, I trust you. Damn, that's a good roll for her.
I would say at this
She's got a
point,
plus 17.
Yeah, she's got me beat by 2.
Nock was
It's just proficiency bonus, probably.
Expertise.
Nock was busy. Like, he found the library, and like was reading stuff. So at this point, Nock will join everybody in the main room or wherever they're at, with with all this, and just reading a copy of whatever the medieval version of Everybody Poops is.
Nice.
Just like copy of Everyone Poops. Just like interesting.
Interesting.
Okay, that one was on purpose.
But anyways, as she flips the bottle back around, and all right, we got everybody here, including the cardboard cutout that is Luca currently.
Yeah.
Man, Luca, you're looking thin today. Have you had anything to eat recently? Sorry.
Yes, I have. Thank you. But thank you for the flattering words. I appreciate it.
You lost weight.
But anyway, do we have any other business here, or shall we take a quick stroll outside and then away with us?
I think we're set to go.
No business?
I'm all set.
All right. Sorry, looking something up real fast.
No.
Well then, not allowed. Have to do everything off the top of my head. Got it. That was my bad.
And if it's not right, it becomes canon in that moment. It becomes like you are the
Unless
Titan.
you have to employ the services of
Retconningly.
Retconningly. The
I
man
think,
who
I think
makes
he's
the
on
legend.
vacation right now.
Anyway.
And
Cunningly, how would be a soul?
His kingdom
and,
passed.
Guys.
and she leads y'all out, and this wine bottle, she brings it around, and all right, the Stossmans. This is, I guess, where we're headed. The Stossman Vineyard in Comorda. And she actually like pops the top off, sticks her whole thumb, probably her size, her whole thumb into the wine bottle, and like flips it over so she's touching something that is definitely from there. And well, she draws her sword with the other hand and does this flourish with it, and away we go. And she spins, and it's like the world around you just folds. As she spins, it just ripples around, and going from inside of a city in an alleyway just off the side of Up to a vineyard, very sweet smelling grapes already in mid late summer, and there's actually a number of people already around you where y'all land who are harvesting grapes. In the harvest time, and
vineyard. Oh my god!
And a whole bunch of them just kind of look up and very surprised that a group of people just landed in the middle of the vineyard.
I rolled a con save of 9. And Knox just goes, pardon me.
Whoa! All right, hey, someone can't hold his teleport. Sorry, everybody. Sorry. We're on our way out of here. Just a little teleport mishap. She plugs the bottle from her thumb, licks off some of the white wine real quick, and corks back. Come on, and she actually hands the bottle to Knock, and just says, "It'll make you feel better," or the other thing, but it'll at least wash that taste out your mouth.
Hair of the dog, Knock. Hair of the dog.
As I'm walking away, I'll just be like, it's good fertilizer. And then I just walk away and take a swig.
It's really not, but okay then.
No, it's not at all. But
literally,
that's what I'm saying.
Akira is going to hand you one of their like hand wraps to wipe your mouth with. They're like gonna tear like the end off and like, here.
I appreciate it.
And
shaky hand, old man hand.
And as you look around you in this vineyard, this particular vineyard is a lot of lighter, greener, white grapes, matching the wine that she brought, and but around you, you're kind of in this hill country beneath some large looming mountains. There's several of them there, but kind of behind the ones that are closer, there's one giant one whose top is flat. It has a little bit of smoke around the top of it, not actively erupting, but this is definitely, to anyone with any geological understanding, is some volcano of some sort.
I mean,
If the volcano's name is Vesuvius,
Threw a ring in there once.
I was really gonna laugh if you guys got like sent somewhere to where the bottle had started from.
Dude,
Oh, yeah.
I was like thinking we're gonna fall into a vat of fermenting wine. We're just gonna.
Alright, and everyone roll con saves or new characters, your choice.
Are we
Indeed.
barrel? Like,
roll, roll the,
barrel?
speaking of saving from a random things that'll kill you. You're not getting garroted, you're drowning in a wine cask. It's fine.
Yeah. Like,
Yeah, just slightly different.
Lovely.
What are you talking about?
So
What white cast?
just to clarify on my end here, is Valineth here? Or is he still back at the?
Oh, Valineth would have been brought with, obviously.
Okay, because I never got to like actually roll anything for
apologize.
creating those potions.
Oh no! Unless you're trying to do something particularly,
I just wanted to
particularly
make some more than
heavy.
healing potions.
Yeah, that's just time. That's not even rolling.
Okay,
you basically black and white.
so I'll have to spend a little more time than the hour or so.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Alright, just needed to know where I was.
That's okay. Thank you for reminding me. I am less scatterbrained.
No worries.
But yeah. So in that case, we can take this and put it on the map later. So you are all at this end of the world.
Yay.
Rolling through and into the city. Well, at least out of the vineyard. As y'all are walking, you actually see some gentlemen in very well kept leathers, kind of running through the grove, and kind of like meeting y'all at the edge of it, and they kind of see how you're all, at least a few of you are kitted out, and they don't raise their weapons towards you. One of them has a crossbow, one of them has a longbow, and both of them have some blades on them.
No.
But excuse me, trespassing on Strassman Farms. Who are you? What's your business here?
Just here to see a friend. Not here, but nearby here.
Strassmans have a very narrow list of people that are allowed on their land. I'm going to have to ask you to leave, please.
That's the plan. No worries.
That's actually what we're
Yeah, we were
Yeah, that's
actually
what
on our
we're-
way out.
Please.
We're at the edge. We started in the middle. We're at the edge. So that's our
actually
point.
impeded that process of us leaving.
May I check to see if you have anything you're not supposed to on you?
Am I being detained?
It's
What
possible.
What do you mean by things that we're not supposed to have? We teleported here. We apologize for trespassing. We've taken nothing of yours.
Maybe verify that.
No.
The
Okay.
winding
we get-
Tyrion.
Are we being detained?
Akira is gonna put their hands up, and like, I have my swords and my hands. What are you going to look through exactly?
Do you all have bags? Bags I can. Some of you have bags.
Yeah, sure. Here, check my bag.
Akira is not one of them,
Let us
really.
go through. I will throw you into my bag of holding and keep you forever.
No, we won't.
Don't
That's-
listen to him.
Yeah,
Don't listen to him. He's senile.
He doesn't know what he's talking about.
He has the
No,
Alzheimer's.
And you could tell, like, he was kind of doing a little bit of like loudness and bluster in the interrogating you all, and then he gets a little bit quiet and he's like, I'm just trying to do my job, make sure that the Stossmans know that I'm actually like doing my due diligence. I'm sorry, I just have to.
Understood, and believe you me, we have none of your wine. We just kind of materialized here. It was an accident.
Yeah, and he just starts looking around real quick, like, sifting through the bags, not even really looking, but just like moving around stuff.
There's an
And,
obscene amount of knives when he searches through my bag.
Oh yeah, and it's just click 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 click
There
click
are
click.
Man,
so
it's a good
many
thing Shade's
hard
not here.
candies in my bag. Like, it's not even funny. Like, they're just
Slayer's bag is a bag of
amount
holding.
hard candy.
And I'll say, and the bag, you can tell, like, he reaches in, and like you can tell that he has a comprehension of what a bag of holding is, because like for a second he'll out loud say gold, and a gold piece will appear in his hand. He'll drop that back in and it'll be like wine grapes, and nothing appears. Okay, and
literally a single piece of gold is all there. It's just one gold coin.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it just
Yeah.
like one comes out because he's only like thinking.
Yeah,
of
I
it.
need a coin. Just
Yeah,
to make
just
sure this is what I think it is, not just an empty
he's
bag.
got other coins. So it's just like as far as
Indeed.
gold coins go, he actually
Oh, nice.
has the one. So-
Oh wow, that's funny.
One gold coin.
But he
Smelted into other things.
the guard comes back and just the wine business in Komoda is extremely competitive. People are trying to get edges over each other, and I mean they've hired magicians to appear and take things and try and run off with recipes. Recipes? Fuck. Okay, good.
Oh,
And
glad
Shade
we
knows
got
where he
that out
can make
the way.
some money.
but yes, sorry for the harassment. Just make sure if you come back to visit that you check in through the front gate right over there. Otherwise, thank you and please go away. Thanks for your humor of us.
Yep.
You got it, pal.
Knock being grumpy old man, totally unamused.
I am counting my knives as I walk away to make sure all my knives are still there.
I'm
He
counting my
did not take
101,
anything.
102.
And as y'all start heading through the valley, you can see just like it's odd because for a lot of you, the beautiful land that you've been through is a lot greener, a lot more lush. Here in the foothills where Comorta finds itself, it's actually almost kind of barren, but like not a lot is growing here, and yet they're still able to grow these grapes on this land, and it does make for a certain type of beauty depending on your aesthetic. And yeah, in the meantime, walking past some of these farms and estates, really like large mannered estates, sitting in the middle of these fields. You get down into the town proper, and it's a lot of almost there's several larger buildings that are almost like law firms. Like they look like very, very, I'll say, tight ass business kind of places. And then there's several cafes about that are more of the like beer gardens or wine gardens. And right when you get down there, Kaylee immediately it's just like, there's a lot more things to try, and when in Comorta, let me know when you're done. I'm sure you'll be able to find me. and she cuts over. It's a little bit earlier in the day here already, so like it was like 10 or 11 around the time that y'all were leaving the place is called Hupperduke. When y'all were leaving Hupperduke, and it's more of just cracking late 9, 10 o'clock. It's just a little early, and and she's headed over to basically these bistro wine gardens just opening. And basically that like, all right, fresh round 2 going up, and takes her leave. But
I will kind of make a point to like just walk around and take in the sights. It's been a long while since I've been here. You know, I haven't been here in a long time.
looking up the mountain, or up the foothills to one of the cliff sides, you see the old school. Still working, still running. Like there's little activity you see along the edge. People are moving.
I take an excessively long look at that. I just kind of only I know what I know now. And
sorry.
what were you saying?
Is that I wish that? And I was starting to play this song, you know. I had to stop myself.
If I can turn back time. Sorry.
Oh gosh. Can you please not share that thought with me?
You're welcome.
Oh god. I'm just thinking of the 2.5 Men bit.
So,
but anyways, yes, the reverence of Ayun up on the mountainside, overlooking the Comorta wine gardens, or Comorta wine country. I know words.
so they're nearby where we're standing now, nearby this kind of like busy area with like, yeah, as you said, there was like places to cafes or things like that,
and you know there's carts moving back and forth. People are at business here, more into town.
Yeah, so there's like a small, like there's this little like off the road, there's this really big tree, been there a long time, and I wonder. And I walk on over there to that tree as spry as I can. It's very slow. Well, slower than the average person, I guess, because like I'm still what, 20 is what it is?
Mm.
Yeah. Yeah, and so I go to that tree, I go to the base, and I notice that there's a small, like, if anybody were to follow me over there, which you're welcome to, there's like underneath the tree, there's just this little divot inside, like a hole, and it looks pretty empty. But I get down there on my knees, I reach down underneath there, I feel around for a second, and then I go, you clever beast, you. And then I just pull up just a small box. And I unlatch this box, I open it up, and there are several small bits and baubles, doodads and things like that, little trinkets, nothing really worth of any value, maybe some coins stashed in there, but a lot of just like things that were very much, looks like they had been put together by a paperclip and a piece of string. Thank you, Stealthy. But bits and baubles and things of like, for example, like little toys that have been fashioned out of wood and things like that, or little just pieces of paper with writing on them or drawings on them and things of that nature. And I look at it and I say, this is where me and Spork used to come, and we would make a little time capsule, just so one day we can come back and find it again. He was my first true friend. It has been a long time since that I found any more. And that's whenever he'll take the box, latch it back, and kind of put it back in its spot.
So wanting to be a smartass and be like, oh, I see where we're at. We're not friends enough to put things in the capsule too.
Teddy, I was wanting that as well. So bad. You just had the nerve to say it.
Looks over you guys and like, if you want to put something in the capsule, you're welcome to. It doesn't bother me.
Well, I mean, to be honest, I still don't know you that well.
I pat Valenov on the shoulder and is like, the short time I've known you, you seem to be quite a person.
Well, yes, I am a person.
No, that's not what I... Anyway, take the damn compliment. So he...
All right.
And then I go, I'm a bit thirsty. I think it'd be a good idea to stop by and maybe give some patronage to the local business.
Akira's going to take the rest of that hand wrap. Akira's going to take the rest of that hand wrap off and put it in the time capsule.
Look at you. You're awesome. I see you as I'm walking away or whatever. Capsule core. Look, Stealthy's on it today.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, I see you as I'm walking away or something. I see you kind of like take it out, put the thing in there, and I look back and I say, "Thank you. It needed something else, didn't it?"
It did. And then we'll have to come back in a couple years and drop some Slayer and the Monk merch off in there.
Don't you get that brand running and everything? I don't. If you don't mind me, as I said, and I will walk over towards that cafe, and I will, stop in, see if there's anything I could probably wet my whistle with, just kind of maybe see if there's any faces that would not recognize me, but I might recognize.
See if there's any more hard candies.
More
You know
coffee?
what?
Harrington's hand is still shaking. More coffee?
More coffee?
Go ahead. Go ahead and make a perception check at disadvantage. At disadvantage, because
I'll help him look.
You're old.
I'll help him.
You've got the olds.
I do have.
Well, you wouldn't know who he's looking for. Is the
Yeah,
only
exactly.
Well, I mean, I can help him. He could describe them, maybe.
I just straight up 9.
Ooh.
You go over and you look around, and what you do notice is that the cafe that you go to look for, there is a new sign hanging outside. Not the one that you had expected to see. It
kind of takes me a second to process that. I mean, obviously, I recognize it, but it takes me a second to take that in. Go, oh, unfortunate. What?
But rather than the name that was there, it is now the Lionette's Den.
Oh. Well, let's hope it's not too rowdy. And so I walk in and I'll take a seat at the bar and just to, take a look around, see things.
As you as you walk in, the decor hasn't much changed. It's fine wood. This early in the day, things are just getting chairs just flipped back over, stools flipped back over, everything fresh and clean. And in fact, this isn't as rowdy or smelly as most taverns might be, but you do notice one of the additions to this place, where it is kind of a nice little sit down, like winery, eatery kind of pub kind of feel,
Like a bistro.
a little, yeah, like a little more upper scale. Something that looks like it has been installed is a sand pit that is like half indoor, half outdoor.
Okay.
That looks very much. It looks very much like a fighting pit.
Oh.
Though at this hour of the day, it looks like it has been like properly like leveled out, kind of the rake lines of being cared for very carefully, if you will.
Mm-hmm.
But it's a good 40 or 50 foot wide sand pit. And kind of around the sides of it, you can tell, like, even though there are nice plants around the edge of it, that like there was some cleaning done. There's sand like on some of the plants along the outside, like perhaps some sand gets thrown around from time to time. And behind the bar, there's a very nicely dressed, tan-skinned human, who doing the last little bits of wiping up, cleaning up the bar, getting things settled, and seeing you all walking in. A glass per person just brings out not a deep wine flute, but the shorter. What are those ones called? The shorter wine glasses?
The Antoinette.
The stemless.
Yeah. They're stemless and they're shorter, like kind of, I guess, tasting glasses. Snifter, yeah. And just like one per each of you, just kind of like start setting them at stools at the bar. Well, welcome to the Lionette's Den. What can we get for you?
I'd like just an ale for now.
A sweet red wine.
Sweet red wine. Any particular flavor of ale? We have blackberry. We have apple. We have strawberry.
How about apple? Sounds fine.
Apple ale. We can do that. Any of the rest of you?
Oh, I'm fine. I've got my own.
Right on. We ask you not to consume your own here on the premises, but
I had a feeling that was coming.
A dry white, please.
Dry white can do. And he starts going around, taking glass by glass, going and finding either bottles, casks, jugs, and starts pouring as asked. And he does a like quick math on his fingers, not counting like by ones, but by, like, you can tell he's switching between like silver and gold, abacus style, but with your hands. And he for all those, that is 7 silver, if you please. And if you need anything else, I can help you out.
I will give 7 silver and then 7 more as a tip.
Oh, that's very kind of you. Thank you. It is improper for the proprietor of a place to accept tips, but what I can do is put that towards a next round, if you like. And he takes the first 7 and puts them into a space behind the bar, but leaves the other 7 on the table, and just let me know when you want to progress on, perhaps. You're a unique lot. It seems I don't recall seeing any of you before. What brings you into town?
We're just passing.
You're gonna get that. You're gonna get that to stick, aren't you?
I wasn't even me this time. What are you talking about?
I know. It's not. It's spreading. The infection is spreading.
Yeah.
But
No, yeah, I was like, I was once long ago in my youth, and I just wanted to have a visit with my friend.
right. Well, in your youth, you're one of the students from the Reverends, or are you from one of the rich families here?
And I am fully wearing like my robes and everything like that. Like, just, no shame in my game. I'm just like, yes, I still give still hold an old flame for Ayun, and it's been a long time, but yes, I was once a student at the Reverends.
Well, fantastic! It's good to see old townies back from time to time.
Question. Now that I'm not real deep in Exandria lore, did by chance that mountain bring anything up for Slayer?
The eye that you were giving Jeremy.
Not yet, not currently.
Okay. Because I know we talked about his visions a little bit, and
Indeed.
I did some digging. That's fine.
Indeed, you're fine. Not yet.
That's fine. That's all.
Oh, that's fine. And
Yeah.
Random question. Did you say that we went to like a different map?
Oh no, I just brought you to the Camorta side of the.
Oh, we're still on Hupperduke map.
Yeah.
You're still on the Hupperduke map.
Yeah, that's why I'm asking.
I'm a professional at this. We all know. Right? I've done this before. I'll do it again.
I was just like, hey, we don't have a map of Camorta. That's fine. I kind of expected not to have a map of Camorta, but
I assumed it was my fault. Like, it was something on my end, so I was refreshing.
No. If things didn't move,
sorry.
Enhance.
Yeah, this is exactly where my head went. Was the enhance shit?
Enhance.
Why is it not working?
Why did you
forgot to enhance?
Yeah.
I don't know what it is about that gets me, but I swear to God, I find it hilarious.
Every time.
Funny every time.
Because now all I hear is the keyboard. Like, anytime
Please no.
It's like you don't even need the keyboard anymore.
I don't need the keyboard anymore. It's there. It's permanently there.
Sean, you've been Pavloved, is what that's called.
Yep. Yes, I have. I have been Pavloved. Did someone say enhance?
Anyway.
Sorry.
But so just passing through, you and your compatriots, are you gonna head up to the Reverend soon? There's a lot of the old teachers are still there. A few of them got shuffled around. Apparently, Apparently, there was a scandal exposed there recently. Well, there and between them and some of the Cobalt Soul, but funny enough, it was exposed by people in the Cobalt Soul. So, no love lost. It seems people keeping their own accountable.
Was there was there a betrayal, or what exactly happened?
Well, I've kept up to date on it because I had kind of gotten swindled in it. Some of the teachers were using their connections to kind of abuse students and train them harder and in harder than appropriate ways, and then taking money and not delivering what was promised, rather than giving discipline. They were just kind of punting the problem down the corridor, if you will. Just not dealing with it, just shuffling things under the rug and moving people around. And my daughter got caught up in it, and I didn't catch it until she brought it forward.
Do these teachers have a name? And I'm saying that as like drippingly, threateningly as possible.
They do. Thankfully.
Yeah, Akira is definitely tuning in on this information.
Thankfully, they have been absconded with. They have been taken into custody, taken back to Rexentrum for not mere reprimanding, but actual trial, jail.
The proper people in charge have been dispatched of, so to speak.
Yes, thankfully. Funny enough, sometimes people do get their desserts, for better or for worse, I guess. Sorry, didn't mean to bring the mood down.
Oh no, it's I appreciate you telling me this, because it's something very near and dear to my heart, and I want to make sure that I wanted to make sure that the just desserts were served properly. There's no one, just to be clear, there is no one left to blame still currently residing at the Reverend's, right?
Not to the best of my knowledge. My daughter had very first-hand experience with it, and she reported in. She's actually pretty well respected with the Soul now, and her word carries a lot of weight.
Very good. I'm assuming your daughter has a name.
She does. Expositor Lionette is her title.
I assume that means that your name is also Lionette, considering.
Yes, it is. And I am the one for which this place is named. I make sure to open it up in the mornings, so that my employees don't have to show up right after closing everything down at night. And I get everything polished, ready to go, make sure things are up to my standard. And then right around lunchtime, I turn over the reins to the people more able to handle crowds. I actually wasn't anticipating anybody coming in this early, so I'm happy to have a little bit of company while I get everything set. And you could tell like there is some sort of high standard, like he's going through making sure like cups are lined up properly, like make sure every little smudge is off of every single glass.
We were just taking a tour of one of the local vineyards, and so we decided to stop in for a drink.
Fair enough. I actually, and he points around. He has a few other selections on the shelves, but most of what's here is Lionette wine, Lionette ales, and things. And it's actually purvey the name Lionette, because well, it's my name too. We own one of the vineyards up the
Go
way.
ahead and take a look at the map real quick. Been pinging it this whole time.
I've been trying to like silently clue you in to the group token needs to be moved to Comorda. It's still over
It was
Hubbard.
hilarious. It was just like ping ping, ping ping, ping ping, ping ping, and then like
I wasn't trying to
Oh,
derail.
I was just zoomed in, so I didn't see it.
Yeah, I wasn't trying to derail. I was trying to quietly bring
hilarious.
attention to the fact.
It was hilarious, and you accept your award, sir. Anyway.
Sorry.
Yeah, no, you're good.
But yes, so if you're looking to tour wineries, I have one of my own. We do give private tours from time to time.
I might just do that before we leave. I appreciate your time. I believe this would be good for me, and so I'll just finish off the ale. Say, I appreciate your patronage, and not your patronage. I'm the patron here. I appreciate your hospitality and your knowledge. I hope you have a good day. And
Whoa, what was your name, Mr. Just Passing Through?
You may call me Knock.
Knock, I'm Thoreau. Good to meet you, sir.
Akira is just gonna look over at Knock, like, yeah, okay. You told him your name.
I mean, I'm full like changeling right now. I'm not Alec or anything right now. I'm just full on Knock. Yeah. So I look weird.
You don't look weird to us, though.
Yeah, well, no.
Yeah, it doesn't seem to phase him. He's perhaps met a few people in his life.
So yeah, I'll just be like, I'll finish my drink and I'll be like, I appreciate. I think I'm going to take another walk around the town just to take a look at things. And I haven't seen anything here in a while, so I bid you a good day, and I hope things go well for you. I will slowly, old man fashion, make my way off of the table, way off the chair, and I will not the table. I was still on the table, off the chair, and I will very loudly get one of my candies and as slow as can be unwrap it, like super slow.
And for the rest of you, after a few moments of crinkly sound, you'll look over. You're looking over towards Knock. You see a man walk up. He's pretty well dressed. For as far as he's dressed, he has on a nice pair of pants. Looks like a long sleeve shirt, but not on his top, tied around his waist. he has a series of swirling tattoos on his body, like muscular, but like skin very tight to the muscle, in not a super healthy kind of way, kind of a gaunt sort of way. His face, gaunt. But he's well groomed. He's has a little bit of a beard strapped around his head, kind of tousled hair, but almost purposefully. Smells pretty good. But when the rest of you look past Nock to this person, there's this twinge of familiarity that you're not quite sure of. And then Thoreau looks over. Oh, Alec, how'd you sleep? And the guy kind of grunts and says, well, I didn't, but, I don't sleep that much these days. Gotta, he's like, gotta, and you can tell he's like searching for like a word for one of the wines, and Thoreau just kind of reaches back, grabs a bottle. Of course, mate. Here you go. And the voice, when you hear the voice sounds a lot like Nock's Alec. And then you kind of realize that the sunken in face is, you've been meeting Alec, round-faced, portlier body. This is an Alec that is worn out, or at least haggard, but also like he's been working out, you know what I mean? Been working out, but it probably in a less healthy way.
Yeah.
And
this guy, he walks right past me, is what happens?
Well, like he walks like up, like you were kind of the first one at the bar, and so like you were the furthest one over, and just like walked up right next to you, right over your shoulder, and Thoreau just gives him a bottle that looks like it's a bottle that has been worked on already, perhaps a leftover from the night before, and he hands it over. Alec just pops the top off, takes a quick swig of it, kind of swishes it around his mouth as he corks it back, and. Right, thanks. And he gives a quick little deuce, looking towards a lot of you, most of you looking pretty strong, pretty hefty fighters, at least athletic in some sorts. If you all looking to fight in the pit tonight.
Akira will look at Slayer. Are you up for some pit fighting?
I mean, I could be, but I mean, we're kind of here on business, aren't we? Look, we've got things to do.
You say here on business, and he kind of looks you over real quick, and in giant, he's like, "Oh, what better business is there than fighting, man? Huh?
Well, I mean, there's not really a better one, but you know.
No, and then switching back on is no pressure, man. Just I'm always looking for a good scrap. He kind of nods and goes over, and you can tell as he walks over, he is tending the ground.
He is what?
He is over tending the ground, tending the sand, tending to the bushes. He's kind of keeping a bit of house around.
He's an in-house gladiator. Disregarding this slightly for just a second, I will turn back to Thoreau and say, "Can I buy a bottle of this? This is fantastic." And that's all I need.
Absolutely. I will take that very much as a compliment. A bottle of the white that goes for 30 gold.
30 gold? Okay, I'll give him 3 platinum.
All right. And he goes and not taking off of the rack that's right there. He actually goes back and grabs a bottle from about 3 years ago, and brings it around. Make sure to dust it off with a cloth, making sure it's perfect, pristine. And he goes to set it down in front of you. And he's, do you need? You have a bag. What am I saying? And he just sets it down. Thank you very much.
Did you want to keep that cold, Eridrin?
Sure. Why not?
Well, I'll just put it in my bag of colding then. And, yeah.
Akira will order a second glass of sweet red.
And Slayer wouldn't mind if like you just like walked up to him and like reached in and grabbed it at any time. Like that's
Of
fine.
course. I mean, more my thought is I want it in a pocket dimension so it can't get smashed if I get thrown on my ass, which happens quite a bit. So
That works too.
That wine that you just put in the bag of colding.
Yeah.
Protect my Rhine.
Thoreau just pulls one. Thoreau pulls one of the silver back and takes it and drops it into the thing, and then pours you another of the sweet red.
So, I'll look over at the bartender and just be like, "Pardon me, I was just curious. Do you know anyone around here that might potentially be
Just a second. Keyboard noises.
Oh, sorry.
You're okay.
Enhance.
enhanced.
Enhance what you said, Alec, or not? Sorry. Not
Yes. A little bit louder. Stage whisper for the microphone.
Sorry, I'm keeping the voice, and it's hard to like make old man sound.
Yeah,
realistic.
you're okay. You're okay.
I'll say just for the would there be anyone around who possibly sells Wagner wine? No disrespect to you, but there's a particular brand I'm looking for.
Not at all. No, we are in a certain amount of competition with each other, but also more Comorda. More popularity for Comorda in general brings people in. Actually, I have a few bottles of their Emerald Embrace green wine.
That is a great name.
Of course, the Emerald Dragon Vixen.
I would enjoy a glass of that, actually. On second.
Oh, I would also like a glass of this emerald wine.
All right, give us just a moment, and he does go over. he goes over and he actually gets one of the dusty bottles out from one of the wine racks, and again dusts it off, flips a little blade out, carves off some of the paper, and just pops the top off of it. And this one is actually it is a touch more expensive. It is 2 silver per sifter, but here, let me. And he pours and then pulls the two more. There's two more silver left on the table. Wait, the third person, and he pours another and takes the two more back and goes to cork it back and put it on the currently in use shelf.
So I will throw my 2 silver down.
There's already your friend threw down the silver. I don't accept. Bless you. I don't accept tips as the purveyor of the house. Tip my bartenders, my servers. I can't accept tips. It would be improper.
I have much respect.
That is awesome.
Of course.
A good bar owner would love that.
And I'll take my glass and I'll walk away from the bar. I'll walk towards the pit where I see Alec is tending to it. I'll just call out and say, "You, sir, you employed here, or are you purveyor of the fights?"
No, me. Well, Thoreau treats me like I still own the place, but honestly, I had to sell out. This place used to just be mine, and well. Sorry, I was still in the Thoreau voice. Well, place used to be mine, and well, took a bad deal and had some life happen to me the way it does, and well, now I do a little less of the pouring and a little more of the fighting. But I was doing the pouring for a while and fighting elsewhere, and well, about half a year back, Thoreau came in and said, asked my opinion on putting in a fight pit here. I thought it was a pretty good idea. I do a good bit of it myself. So I said I'd bring my expertise back in house, and I run the fights for other people, keep them safe, and when a challenger itches to really prove themselves, that's when they call me in.
It's very, very interesting. I'm sorry to hear your troubles, your downfalls.
Sometimes things happen, can't be fixed.
Oh, my friend, you care if I buy you a drink myself?
Sure.
Did the emerald wine arrive yet? Sorry.
Oh yes, he poured it. He poured it for you. And
what would you describe the taste as?
The taste of the Emerald Embrace wine, it's almost, it's sour, but in a good way. It almost has like it
like an apple wine, like a green apple wine.
Kind of like a green apple wine, or even more of like lime, but also with grape.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
And so like it's the grape base, but like that's what's sweetening the lime, and so it has that extra bite of lime, but the sweetness of a good sweet white grape.
Okay, so there's a bite at the end. So it's a little sour with a little
Yeah.
at the end. Okay.
Yeah, a little sour, but like the sour sweetens with the aftertaste. And it does have a little bit of that just green or deeper green than like a white wine. But yeah, it's very lovely, and just like with the sour, that effervescence of wine kind of up in your it's a full sensory experience in your sinuses and mouth.
Excellent.
And
I'll just kind of ask Alec again, be like, are you able to take some time, sit down, and chat, possibly?
Chat about what? And do you offer him your glass, or are you taking him back to the bar?
Oh, I was just saying, like, I'd be willing to purchase another glass of,
Sure.
of the Emerald. What was it called again?
Emerald Embrace.
Emerald Embrace. Yeah.
Sure. I guess not a lot of people just want to sit and talk, old timer.
When you get to be, seeing what I've seen, sometimes you appreciate just talking to someone.
And he walks over and throw a Emerald Embrace. He turns around, kind of smiles, pours a double basically for him, an actual flute of. Doesn't ask for money, and he takes it and sit at the bar. Sorry, sit at the bar.
It's fine.
All right. He mounts up, kind of sits down, actually takes the strap of shirt off and shakes it for a moment before actually just like slipping it on and starting to button it up a bit.
So, Naomi, and I point towards, you said he had like some swirling tattoos on.
Yeah, like a whole chest, front and back, of just these swirling tattoo designs that there's no glyph work to them, nothing super fancy about it. It definitely has like mid-90s barbed wire tattoo vibes, but all the way around.
Let me ask you, have you served time on a ship or in the seas?
No, actually, I got these while doing fighting.
Are they for marks of victory?
Yeah, you could say that. And just kind of added to it every time I won. And once a whole torso was covered, and I decided that was about right. I like my arms. I like being able to put on a shirt and hide it, or like even just like a sleeveless shirt, hide most of it. But then you take the shirt off, you've got all those tats, and it really gets in the head of your opponent across from you.
You seem to do quite well fending for yourself.
Acquired. Yeah.
What do you fight for, Alec?
Well, in the beginning, anger. A lot of anger.
I can relate to that, Alec.
After a while, I got in with some bad folk when everything kind of hit me at once here, and actually Thoreau kind of bailed me out, and Thoreau ear in a little bit is, no, I was just a responsible neighbor is all. Nah, cut it. You're a better man than you let people on to. But he stepped in and made an investment in the old place. And,
I hear it, Tim.
hey,
Indeed.
Tim has soup.
yay, soup. But yeah, Thoreau bailed me out of a bad spot. Paid off some people that I ended up owing a fair bit of money to, and in exchange, put his name on the door. Put a lot more Lionette wine on my shelf, and then just kind of turned over the reins, really.
So, just to catch you up for context, Tim,
Mhm.
Knock, in full Knock form, old man form, is talking to Alec right now.
Interesting.
A much more
I know
gaunt,
it's kind of trippy. I like it though.
It's a little meta, and I love it.
And we have Justice with the popcorn, eating up
Yes.
every moment of it. Yeah.
So,
a much more
Okay,
gaunt,
like that.
gaunt, scarred up, a little wore out.
yeah. Yep.
Definitely looks like he's
So
seen
I
better
look
days.
at Alec and I say, I can definitely relate to that myself. But I think mine was much more self-inflicted, quite frankly. And
What'd you do?
I hold up the glass. I look at it in the light. I swirl it for a bit, and I just look at it and I say, I absolutely abhor this wine. I hate how delicate
Justice, your mic is open.
and
fan.
I hate how delicious and delicate and vibrant and powerful the flavor of this wine is. I absolutely hate it. But
You say that, and he absolutely just like he's been pretty dour, pretty stoic for most of this, and you say that, and he's chuckling pretty hard.
so
You pay a lot of money for something that you hate.
well, a form of penance, possibly. And I put the glass down and I say, the reason I hate this wine is I felt it was appropriate, at least in this regard. You see, years ago, I once mistook someone for being a member of the family of this winery, of this brand, as it were. Years ago, I made a mistake. Years ago, I came to town. I convinced a man to part with his life's savings to invest in some hokum that I had convinced him into. And that man then did not have the funds or ability to.
He interrupts you mid sentence and goes to swing on you.
I knew it! I knew it was gonna happen!
I saw the rolls pop in and I started laughing. I was like,
I knew it was
really
gonna happen.
bad, though.
I was expecting it.
He rolled really terrible.
Yeah, considering it's a considering he's a five.
That made up for it.
Yep.
I was gonna say, on the other hand, it is in fact rage. Yeah, it is raged and reckless. Whether it's surprising or not is up to you.
It can't be surprising.
Indeed.
fair.
But yeah, he goes to
I
Paul
wasn't
this
sure if he
and
was gonna do that or just go, wait, this doesn't make sense. Who are you? Like, I didn't know if that was gonna go.
I'm not going to slivery barbs that because I think you deserve it.
Oh, absolutely.
and
I'm here for a reason.
yeah, and he comes around just like one fist, and like while you're describing it, the rest of you kind of see him very like, instead of looking towards Nock, he kind of looks forward. His hand shaking a little bit as he just shoots the rest of the wine, and then just breaks the glass in his hand, and slams Nock right in the face, right in his old man face, and that is 15 points of damage. With the crit.
Wait. Akira's going to use their reaction. I'm sorry. I had.
No, that's fair.
myself.
That's totally fair. That's totally fair.
I completely muted myself. Akira's going to use their reaction to first get off the wrong character sheet.
Surprise.
Sean is going to use his reaction to switch to the right character sheet, and then Akira is going to use their reaction to put up the protective shield. So let's roll that. So that's going to be 1d6 plus 2. So I'm going to reduce that by 5. And then I am going to... Yeah. And I am going to manifest my arms and my visage and then stand between them and Nock and like put all 4 arms out like, you don't want to do this.
And can I summon my echo behind him as well? Ready to hurt him?
Well, in a moment, yes. He takes that first swing and absolutely just like throws Nock off the chair to the ground, and then just goes in to kick him. And
no.
And so you absorb some of the punch from the first punch, and the second one he just puts a very nice boot right into Nock's ribs for 10 more points of damage. For that, let's go ahead and let's go ahead real quick, because we'll theater the mind this bar a little bit. Go ahead and here I'll start throwing little tokens on the screen while y'all throw some initiative.
Can I not throw my own token?
Did my initiative come through, Jeremy?
It might have. I don't know.
Wow, with advantage.
I have officially passed my curse on. I've gotten rid of my curse. It's on you now, Justice.
Yeah, thanks for that.
Ever since Ajax broke the curse in Spelljammer, thank you, Sean. My first Nat 20 initiative, it's on you now, Justice. I will never take it back.
Yeah, just wait till just wait till fuck, what is his name in that game? I don't even remember what I named that guy. Corbin. Right, because it's obscenely long. Right. Corbin. Just wait till Corbin gets to roll more initiatives. Because I think he got like a 22 and he rolled a 10.
Yeah.
No, that's fine. I'm just glad that I'm no longer rolling 5s and below. Like,
Yeah, I
don't
mean,
care about
You're not
me.
buying your initiative at 5 below anymore?
I mean, even in this one, I don't think I rolled much better than you either there, Justice, because I have a +8.
Well, fuck you, bud.
I saw the history check go up while I was talking, and I was like, "Oh, he's thinking
Something's gonna happen."
I was like 15. It wasn't that long ago.
It's not that hard of a check. That's something that happened to him personally, not something that's just he's recounting.
I mean, considering 15 is usually considered a hard DC.
Yeah, wasn't that hard.
I think he nailed that one.
So, and that's when I didn't see who it was rolling at first. I just saw the history check, and I was like, "Who's trying to check my facts here? Like, who's like, oh, Alec." Ooh.
Uh-oh. This could go
Did
one
you
of
pick
two
this
ways.
time to lie?
No, I don't think he did. He was in the middle of recounting his story.
I was speaking. I was telling the story.
Just all of a sudden.
He got hit mid-story. He didn't. There was no finish.
Rude.
The punchline never affected here.
Sir,
I
I
mean,
think he
I'd
got
say the punchline
point.
was
Why are you
effective.
punching an old man?
Yeah.
The punchline was in the middle of the story in this case.
Yep.
Yeah,
Counter punchline.
He does not have comedic timing.
His improv troupe
Does he?
sucks.
What's happening?
Good thing you had that 12 temporary HP.
Well, yeah, I forget.
You should have.
Yeah,
You should have.
it was 9, I believe I had. Did we have 12?
It was
We had
12.
It's 12.
Oh.
So that absorbed all of it then.
Yeah, you didn't actually take any.
sorry, no,
any
yeah,
first hit.
That's 12. I took 9 damage, brought me down to 3, and then. And
Oh,
then
yeah,
I
okay,
took
yeah,
10,
yeah.
And then I took another 10.
Yeah.
No, the nine that was before the critical damage. It was 15 down to 10.
Right.
Yeah. So I took 9.
Yeah.
And then I took 10. And then
Yep.
I took another
When
10,
did-
right?
No. You should only
No,
take.
Yeah, altogether you should have taken 20 total damage.
Yeah, that first hit was a 10 to hit you anyway, so like that wouldn't have.
Yeah.
It was technically
Oh no,
an
no,
advantage swing, so
it had only rolled one of
Yeah.
the two, so it was advantage.
yeah, that's what I
Yeah,
was.
moving on.
getting at, but
Yeah.
Ah.
Precisely. So yes, just the first swing, and Akira caught a third of it, just caught the crit part of it, and then he basically got pushed back 5 feet because of a certain thing he can do, and then he just kicked you down. So with that would be his turn, for which is Nox's turn, as he's standing over you, and the rest of you can see as he's looking down, his body starts to get bigger, and these tattoos kind of glowing with energy.
Night.
He expands larger and is looking down, and in giant you hear, "You can't imagine how far I looked for you." And you hear y'all see Thoreau behind the bar. He's like, "Oh shit!" And he like just ducks behind the bar.
Nope, this ain't happening.
But
Nope.
not, yeah.
With my.
Why waste energy on something time's going to do for you?
But Nox, it is your turn.
For my turn, I will stand up.
Yeah.
I will address the party, and I will, in a very loud voice, as loud as I can muster, say, "Everyone stand down." And then I will stand there. I will skip my action. I will not take patient defense. I will not take the dodge action. I will just stand there. And that is my turn.
So, Alec is standing there, now about 12 or so feet tall, standing over Nock, who stands up, faces him down. Akira, what are you doing?
I mean, Nock told me to stand down. Like, you kind of see the sparks, like, of the psychic energy gathering around Akira as the arms are preparing to manifest. But you say stand down, and so Akira takes a deep breath. Everything diffuses, and they're just going to hold their action. And I guess this will be up for you to decide, Jeremy. I would like to hold my action to attack this person only if they kind of begin brutally beating him. Like I'm not gonna stand by and just let him be like torn apart.
Okay.
So the minute it reaches a certain level of brutality, Akira is 100%
that
stepping in.
I figured that is why I wanted to make sure to throw a turn order down.
Okay,
Luca.
But he said stand down, so I'm standing down.
I'm gonna respect Nock's wishes. However, I am going to be I guess I'd like to ready a spell if possible.
You too?
That will if it's a leveled spell, it'll burn the spell slot if not used by next round.
Oh, I understand. Yes. Then in that case, I will just wait. Yeah.
Okay.
I've got reactions that are helpful, and I can heal if it comes back to my turn.
Fair enough.
But I'm gonna let Nock play this out the way he wants.
Val.
I'm gonna stick with what I was thinking. I do know that it'll end up burning a spell slot and whatnot, but I am going to be holding a spell for just the same reason. On if he starts continuing to beat on Nock, I will.
Which one are you holding on?
I'll just throw it. I'm just gonna throw it in there real quick, just for ease. I'm holding a hold person.
Holding a hold person. Okay.
Double hold.
That's wow. Never heard someone hold a whole person.
It's very meta. Eridrin.
So was this fight.
I'm going to cast Detect Thoughts on Nock.
Oh.
All right, Nock. As Eridrin. Remember for surface level first. You reminded me of that. So you just focus in on Nock. Nock, what are your surface thoughts at this moment?
I would say immediately, just like, basically the first thought is, well, here's hoping he doesn't kill me before I'm able to talk to him more. Like, fully accepting that I very well may die in the next few minutes, but just I'm letting it happen. But and then followed by the thought of basically, but I deserve this.
Maybe not. Did you kill somebody?
No, he stole his entire life savings.
Okay, so if the punishment is worse than the crime, that doesn't make any sense to me.
We'll figure it out. Give us
justice.
Give us a minute.
You don't have that knowledge yet.
You're on in his thoughts right now.
You don't have that knowledge of what I'm thinking yet.
I was just making a justice pun. I'm sorry.
I'm gonna burn my action surge to probe deeper.
All right, burn your action surge to probe deeper.
Do you have to burn the surge to probe deeper, or are you able to like?
Yeah, well, if he's it takes an action to do, so he's taking the action to probe deeper.
I thought the
casting the spell is an action,
and then probing deeper is another action.
Levels just for free, and then if you wanted to dig deeper, you could just roll for it, or I had to roll.
Oh yeah, well yes, but that it takes an action to do the action of casting and the action of probing deeper.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Yes.
I may have read that previous year.
Yeah. So did I. I got reminded of it very kindly by our thought reader here right now.
A resident user of that spell.
A resident user of that spell. So it is a Wisdom save DC 16. And it was quiet, and you don't know what's coming, so you can't just willingly fail it if you're trying. But
okay, fair enough. I can't willingly fail. Fair enough. I was gonna say, like, I don't know if I'd have the ability to like focus on it. Dirty 20.
Disadvantage, unfortunately.
Oh yeah, I forgot disadvantage.
Because everything's a disadvantage now.
That's a
Because you're
natural
totally
20 for 5.
Or a 5.
Hey, there we go.
Natural 20.
right.
I mean 5.
I mean, shit.
It's natural 18 down to a natural 3.
Yeah. So with that, what is the first thing that you were probing deeper for?
Feels funny.
I'm probing deeper for.
Though you do become aware that your mind is being poked in, and you're pretty sure you know who it is.
Oh, I just now realized something.
You have the ring.
I have the ring. I forgot I have
Of mind shielding.
Yeah.
His mind is shielded.
Yeah. You go to probe in. And we'll give you enough of the first one for free.
Well,
but as soon as you go to probe deeper, it is bing.
I feel like the action surge shouldn't count then, because
Well, the wearer of the ring gets to choose.
Yeah,
I think,
you
right?
can choose to let me in.
Okay, that's fair. So you do feel the knock at the
I feel
door.
the knock on, like, ironically,
On Heaven's Door.
it was the knock.
Well, yeah. I mean, he's on Heaven's Door though. Anyhow,
If there's a joke that involves me knocking on a door, that's automatically a knock joke. So
Nailed it.
so
if you retell this story to somebody about Alec punching me in the face, about him knocking my shit off, it's a knock joke.
It's a knock joke.
knock.
Right.
Oh gosh, we're not going down that rabbit hole. Anyway.
Indeed.
Knock.
Indeed.
Yeah,
so
I
you feel
the knock, and then I will honestly, because I'm just putting all my cards on the table at this point. I just let it go. I'm like, yeah, sure, come on in.
All right. So what are you probing deeper for? Are you looking for something in particular?
For this first one, I want to know, like, I want to see if I can see what kind of happened here. Like, when he stole from Alec.
And I'm not sure how much of that would be in that level. I mean, like, is there, like, I mean, yeah, I guess it could be, especially because I'm allowing you in. Basically, I'm just, again, putting it all on the table. Does anything visual encounter with this as well? I'm not sure.
Oh, yeah, no, he experiences your memory.
Okay.
And
once you probe through,
yeah, go ahead.
You see me as Johnny Silvertongue, which you've never met actually. Nobody in this party's actually met him yet. But just like a basically like a barker kind of like.
Oh no, I'll say you turned into him one time.
I did.
Luca
Nobody met him though.
Luca saw him, but yes.
But I think that was before I had revealed I was a changeling at that point. So I you had gone outside to drum up business for one of his. Okay, that's what it was. I went. It's been a minute, long time ago.
I when you brought him up before, I was like, oh yeah, I remember that. Anyways, go ahead.
Yeah, so Johnny Silvertongue, you see me as just another identity of somebody who's like kind of like a carnival barker, somebody who's fast talking, able to drum up business.
Nice.
I guess a swindler essentially. And you see me talking to a younger, the Alec you know, but full faced and like just not haggard by any means, not aged, just a younger happy bar owner. And you see me talking to him and telling him about there's a farm far off that if you put an investment in right now, then you can get your investment back tenfold in no time. I can return that to you as soon as possible, and then therefore you get like whatever you give me, you'll get back 10 at least. So I was able to fleece from him 1,000 gold.
Oh wow!
Which was basically his life saving.
Oh wow!
And I went away. And then you see a memory of me returning to town as someone else. In this, I haven't really fleshed that out, but like let's just say Saoirse. As I return to town, I catch wind that old Alec ain't doing so good. and I find out through the means of asking around that his daughter took ill shortly after I left.
Oh, wow.
She needed a medicine that was made specifically from a flower that could be found on Mount Mentiri. And Alec could not afford to go get it himself, and he could not afford to pay anyone, any mercenaries or anything nearby, to go get it for him. So as a result, his daughter needlessly passed away. I tried giving him back his money. He refused.
Because he couldn't bring back the life.
And
that was already gone.
I left very much downtrodden and beating myself up, and shortly after, you see a memory of me just at a campfire out in the middle of the woods. I changed my face to Alec, and that's pretty much where I stayed for a while. But that's what you can see with your
Okay.
thoughts.
So then with my free action, I'm going to look at Alec and I'm going to semi-yell, semi-say, if you didn't think the money would bring her back, then killing him won't bring her back either. And if you hit him again, I will step in.
Slayer, what do you do?
I would like to use my bonus action to channel divinity and become a peerless athlete.
As one does.
And I would then like to walk up to Alec and knock. And I would like to first try to grab knock.
Knock, you're on your feet and you're aware. Do you resist?
Yeah, actually, I would probably try and contest this because it feels like he's going to try and take me out of the way.
It will be a disadvantage to resist the Slayer. Go ahead.
Is that a strength save or check or what?
Acrobatics or athletics, your choice.
Okay.
Versus a 34.
Fucking natural 19.
I got an 18. Yeah. 18.
Okay. So I have knock.
Yeah, you reach over, you grab knock, arm, shoulder, half his body. Your key.
Shoulder, probably.
Okay.
Double my.
Yeah. And I would now like to try to grab Alec. My other attack.
Okay.
I have an idea where this is going.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on here.
That's kind of low. It's kind of low. Yeah, I would like to use my inspiration to roll that again.
Okay, roll one more die.
All right. I'm literally incapable because it doesn't give me the option. Doesn't even ask me. So just the first die.
Copy that. 26. You did one better.
Fuck.
And
I wanted to grab him.
yeah, you grab knock, and you go to grab this guy who, in your form, is actually he's a little bit taller than you where he's at right now.
Mm-hmm. You're muted.
You're muted.
What?
I'm muted. Sorry. I'm at 8 feet, almost 9. So
He's
you
at
said he was at
about
12. Yeah,
He's
so
at
he's
about
a few
12.
feet. Yeah.
He grew up.
That's not a little bit.
Okay.
Is he human?
Yeah,
This is
3 inches.
3
That's
feet.
2
Tell
3
everyone.
He's a Runite.
Nope.
well, he's something.
He's something.
But-
He's definitely something.
He's the path of
definitely
giant
not a-
barbarian.
Yeah,
Just
probably that.
Barbarian. Okay.
Yeah, I'm trying to.
But
Justice, I will remind you, since you have the mobile feat, you can still get knocked out of that situation since you took a swing at Alex.
Wasn't my plan. How far are we from the ring?
I was gonna say to the pit.
Approximately maybe 20, maybe 30 feet.
Okay. I will then walk away from Alec after I fail to grab him. And because yes, I am mobile. And I will walk over to the ring and I will sort of set knock down in the ring. and I say, I turn and I face Alec, and I say, "This is the proper place for that sort of thing. I am sure that you have very valid grievances against my friend here. If you would like to take your anger out on him, feel free to. But if you kill him, I will kill you."
And as you say that, and you take him away, Alec walks over. Basically, you're dragging him away. He starts walking kind of towards where his gear for tending house is.
Mm-hmm.
And in the middle of it, you see he grabs a hammer, a fairly large hammer. And as he goes over and grabs it, he looks at it, and you hear him invoke the high giant word for lightning. And as he does, the hammer itself looks like it just ripples and turns into lightning itself. And he turns around and says, "I can't say that I'd like to see you try, but this isn't your business, Mountain Walker." And he runs forward, and right as he touches the side of the ring, because he doesn't have quite enough movement to get all the way over there. Right as he touches the edge of the ring, just this, like, it's this spinning move where the hammer of lightning leaves his hand, and his other hand opens as he's kind of spinning around. And, well, we'll see if it hits Nock or not. I have to actually equip the hammer, damn it. What did I do?
You must equip the hammer, damn it.
The hammer, damn it.
Hammer?
Indeed. The damn it,
No, the
hammer,
hammer, damn
indeed. All right.
What?
The dammer, indeed.
It's a hammer, damn it.
There we go.
Yipe.
Does 17 hit Nock? All right, so it flies out and then past you, and as it flies past you, it appears in his other hand, and he gets two hands on it again and just at you a second time.
And so with like that first one, since I was holding an action for him to do something towards, Nock.
Oh, sure.
May as well see if that works or not. I think it was
Yeah,
a DC 17. DC 17 wisdom save.
All right, he builds up to try and spin around on you. Let me.
I'll honestly laugh really hard if this actually gets him right up at the top before he gets to hop down there.
That would be funny.
Oh, so close.
Yeah, so you unleash the spell and just pass it towards him, and just this lightning as it leaves his hand, it like bucks the ripple of magic and splits it in half, and it kind of washes over the top and bottom of it, not actually gripping onto it.
Now is the time to cast Silvery Barbs.
Aha! I see what you're up to.
Now's the time.
What's
Get lucky.
spell you're hurling at him?
Hold person.
Oh yeah, I forgot. That's what it was. full person.
How's the 17 do?
It's a 17.
Pretty sure it still passes.
Damn.
Where are you passing that advantage to?
I'm gonna go with Slayer.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Seems like a man of
It's
action.
like, now, if only I had said to use one of like the +1s or +2s.
Well, I mean,
It's
I don't
late.
think we
at
can
this
do
point.
that anyway on the DC or whatever.
I could have
That's okay,
unsettling
it's okay.
words, but I didn't.
Oh, true. Good point.
That's
It's
fair.
it's just a save. It's not like me having
But-
something. Yeah, never mind.
But as this lightning hammer flies back towards you, it flies, and remind me what extra stuff happens when with the Elemental Cleaver? Oh, it's
a
extra
D6. Yeah.
an extra D6 of damage.
Yeah.
Is it emotional damage?
Well, it's 4 damage. That's up to you. Also, it's +2 because thrown weapon with strength. Yeah. And so 9, 10, 11, 15 points of damage. Lightning damage specifically, as the hammer flies at you again, and he grips it again in his hand, and passes it to two-hand it, and he looks like he's about to bring it at you. It's your turn.
I'm so sorry.
And while he's throwing it, he flings it and just, you took her, you took everything.
Jeremy, would this have been a trigger for my held action yet, or no? Because like
The held action of going at him.
Yeah, going at him once it gets brutal. Like once it looks like he is like.
I'd say that's kind of brutal.
Yeah, I'll say.
Got bloodied.
I'll say
But he's working you over pretty good.
Yeah, and he's hurling stuff. So you to flavor it in an advantageous way, you just fly off the chair and leap out. I'll give you your an attack. What are you wanting to do with that attack?
I am going to start charging forward, and when I get within 30 feet of it, I'm going to throw a psychic dagger at this guy.
Oh, I mean, you were already like maybe 30 feet away.
Boom!
Fucking natural 20.
Okay.
Booms.
All right, so you just stand up and just like flex your arm real quick, and one of your a bit of your psychic energy flips into your hand, and it's so
actually that should be.
Well, it's +6 because crit, so that's 16 points of damage.
Damage.
Yeah, and
That definitely hurts him.
And I tell him to stand down, and even though I can't flex them out at this time, but the sparks for the astral arms and the astral visage are definitely starting to like form up around me, even though I can't bring them out in full, but just kind of like the psychic energy is swirling around me, and I tell him to stand down.
All right, knock.
Yeah, with that, I would just, obviously people have done their things. I've said stand down. I really don't have anything else to say to them because I can't control them. But with that, I will.
I'm not gonna let him kill you. So
continue to face Alec, and I will just take my hands, my arms, spread them open wide, as in just fully accepting. And then.
That's right.
Yep.
Do you
that's
say
right.
anything?
Creed is in the background. I feeling that obviously he's been bringing the hits more than Casey Kasem, so I feel like basically in this case I would just look at him and be like, for what it's worth, I am sorry. Like tears just in my eyes, pouring at this point. not from like my own pain, but from just what I've done and what I'm feeling in this moment. 100%.
Reliving, in fact, in fairly clear clarity in this moment because somebody is rooting around in there.
Yes.
Oh. Currently not here at the moment.
Akira, there is definite murder in this man's eyes.
I am going to yell to everyone that stop him. He is going to kill him. Because I can only take the one turn.
I mean,
right?
Slayer's like right
action.
there.
Oh yeah. So yeah, Slayer. I'm pretty much pleading to the Slayer. I'm pleading to the Slayer to stop him. Please.
Trying to juxtapose himself in between, but it's also your turn. Like it's.
Yeah.
Oh, it's actually my turn. Oh,
Yeah.
I thought it was my held action. I'm so sorry.
It's your turn.
No, you took your held action.
Okay,
right before it's
gotcha.
your turn. Perfect time.
Gotcha.
I almost did the same thing to myself a minute ago, thinking I took my turn, and then I saw myself in turn order here in a couple turns. I'm like, oh wait, that was just my held action.
Admit it.
Oh, then I'm just gonna keep on tossing daggers. If damn it, yes.
Oh! All right, burn aside, I throw again. More daggers. All right, so that's 13 more points of damage.
Yep, and then I have a second attack. I mean, if it's working, why? And of course, it doesn't.
It's gotta catch up. You paid the price.
All right, so that second one, that second dagger slams into him, and the energy hits, and you see his muscles all tense on his right side. And then you go to throw the third one, and he, like the psychic energy hitting the lightning energy just disperses it at it hits it away, and it disperses kind of on its own.
And how far away from him am I at the moment?
Yeah, I mean you're like 20-30 feet. He
I'm going to get just within 15 feet, but as I do, I'm going to spend the key points and the whole thing, like the arms, the visage, and I am going to use the ability of the visage for my voice to be heard within 600 feet. And I'm going to boom my voice at him. We will kill you if you touch him again. And my voice is booming 600 feet out.
The words thunder and glass in this room, a lot of it was out there, and suddenly it's ding 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 ding, ding, the whole shelf of glass, everything just kind of rattling as you shout that. Luca.
Yeah, I mean that's my turn. Tim, are you muted or?
No, I'm here.
Oh, okay.
At the moment.
Trying to figure out what I want to do. Checking if a spell will work or if it won't work.
Valineth, you're on deck.
Dog food made.
Nice.
Yeah, I cook for my dog. Sorry.
No, not even a little bit. They're like, that's great.
Okay. Luca is going to do something new. Something that's very, very, very new.
Ooh.
Luca is going to, remaining standing just where he is, he's going to address Alec. And to the party, his eyes are going to glow with that blue and gold stormlight. And he's going to say relatively calmly, but his voice is going to be a little loud. Like he's going to say it softly, but it's going to come across loudly. He's going to say, Alec, perhaps more death won't solve this. You should lay your weapons down. And I'm going to cast Suggestion.
All right.
Now, I have a question about suggestion because there's all these weird things. So now, suggestion does not actually give the charmed status.
Correct.
But enemies that are immune to charm can't be affected by it.
Also correct.
So, because it doesn't give the charm status, though, I'm assuming that my Saturn is not going to give me any benefits here.
Correct. In the way that it normally does.
All right, then that way, and with that in mind, I am going to use unsettling words to kind of lean in heavily on that more death only begets more death aspect. So I will burn 1 point of bardic inspiration, and I'll roll that. That's good. So he can make me a wisdom saving throw at a -6 penalty.
At a -6.
Nice.
That's pretty brutal.
Well, what's your save?
I'm working on grabbing that real quick. I had to flip between a couple pages there.
Yeah, no worries.
Okay, let's just
I'm seeing if I even
on VTC. DC 16 wisdom save.
Okay, DC 16 -6.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm just going to roll the d20 out in the open. It has to be a natural 20 to pass.
I'd love to hear that. I love to hear that.
Wow.
That's a good time, you know?
That's pretty amazing.
Oh, he was
And
close.
fucking close.
Oh, it was close.
Fuck.
This is a spell that Luca has never turned loose in front of the party. So
as you call that out, his grip on the hammer lets go, and this hammer of lightning lands in the sand.
it's not giving the full description. I'm sorry. I was trying.
Oh no, I know the full description. I know the full description. It's fine.
I have every bit of faith in you that you do. I just wanted to cast it for everyone else.
And the hammer drops still on lightning, or still made of lightning. In fact, as it lands into the sand, kind of making some sand a little bit hot as it lands. Mm-hmm. His stance hasn't exactly dropped, but you did give the suggestion of dropping his weapon, and he most certainly did.
It's a start.
It is a start. And I'll make sure to take that one out of the action.
Well, I mean, it'll take him out. It'll take that out of the action until somebody hits him.
Well, now that you've done that, and we notice you've done it, I don't think anyone will hit him, right?
No, I'm trying to.
I'm not technically gonna hit him.
We'll see. We'll see what might shake him out of it.
It specifically says if you or any of your companions damage the target. So if you're trying to restrain him, I think you'd be safe.
I know.
Oh, I was saying that for Justice. Sorry.
You're okay. Valina.
So from where I'm at, can I see him?
You can. Also, sorry, as a completion to both Akira's admonition and Luca's admonition with magic, he drops the hammer, and he says, "I've already died once." And he looks back towards Nock.
Oh man.
Have you really though?
Anything?
Yeah.
So about how far away is he from me? Is he within 60 feet?
I'll say 188 miles. No. No. He's Jeremy double check. 5 squares. So you'd be like
it's more than I would walk.
Maybe,
I would only walk 500.
Nailed it. Nailed it. He's maybe 40 feet away from you.
Okay, easy enough. I'm gonna try it again. Hold person.
All right, go ahead.
DC 17 wisdom.
Here we go. God fucking damn it. Sorry.
The temptation to buy and use the DM disadvantage.
If you smoke him if you got him, I'm just saying.
I mean, if you'll allow me to, because I know it is like after the roll. Granted, it's not like a roll for me.
It's amazing how I have this thing where I can apply disadvantage to someone after they roll. It's called Silvery Barbs. Hey, my reaction just refreshed.
I always forget.
Silvery burbs. The silvery burbs.
I'll just burn a first level spell slot. And...
Nice.
He
Nice.
He drops a hammer. I've already died once, and he goes to start marching forward, and like his first step starts to lift, but he's basically front of his foot, toes, what is it, pad of the foot still dug into the dirt, and then doesn't lift, and just like mid walk stop.
Are you telling me he's a little footloose?
No, he's foot tight. He's foot tight.
Sorry, we had a random song reference redeemed. I had to think of something.
Yeah. See, that's what he wants. Just to get his foot loose.
He wants to be. He wants to be footloose. He wants to be footloose.
All right, cool. So that worked. I don't think there's much else I can really do with a bonus action. Movement. I don't really think I need to go anywhere because what I was trying to do, I've accomplished now. I've paralyzed him essentially. So.
No, not essentially. You have very, very paralyzed him.
Yeah, I mean, true. You're not wrong. I have paralyzed him.
He is very paralyzed.
Eredrin, what do you do?
Is Eredrin back?
I don't think so. He's not in chat.
He does not appear.
He is not.
Okay.
Oh gosh.
Well,
hydrate or dihydrate. Okay.
Hydrate or dihydrate. Love it.
I guess I'll dihydrate. I'm out of shit.
All right, well,
I've got 2 drinks here and they're both
actually.
empty.
I was gonna say, wait, Slayer, wait, come back, no,
Slayer, come back.
He hears.
Okay.
It's gonna be. It's gonna actually be your turn.
Okay.
Sean,
all right.
Sean, what's your hydration, John?
It's a rum punch.
Got you.
That rum can punch me right in the. Yeah.
Right in the, yeah.
It's a rum punch and a bratwurst.
Hello.
Sounds like an adventure.
Right. All right. So Slayer, you see Alec get disarmed. Alec get frozen.
Yeah.
I keep thinking you're talking about me.
Right. I'm just gonna.
I got you good.
I'm just gonna walk up and hug him.
It's gonna be so out of place.
Like actually,
even
though.
know you.
Yeah. But like I'm gonna walk up and I'm gonna hug him, and
Kind of mugging.
and I'm just mug him. No. No, I'm gonna walk up and I'm gonna hug him, and I'm just gonna say, I know what it's like to feel this overpowering rage, but you have to find a better way to channel it. More, like they've said, more death. It will serve no one. You may have died, but you're still here. I too have died, but I am still here.
Oh yeah.
You've he's mentioned he's lost someone, right?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh,
All right.
no,
Just making
Eredrin-
sure before I say something out of.
Well, I'll say
So one of our party members said out loud that his daughter is dead. Like,
Okay. All right.
And then he shouted, "You took her. You took everything."
Yeah. That kind of pain and rage, it can destroy you if you let it. I know. I killed my brother and father.
damn.
I was not aware.
and I almost lost myself to that rage.
Holy shit.
That was deep background. Holy shit. My perspective of the Slayer is not changing, though.
Right? You cannot let it consume you. You must find something better to help you. I found Cord. You too will find something, and this will pass. Strength before weakness, friend.
How well
Go and
it
make
was
a
explained.
persuasion check.
All right. Persuasion. Here we go.
Akira is applauding with all four hands.
That is a natural 20.
Jesus.
22.
Okay, Cord's helping your dice rolls in real life.
Yeah. Yeah.
You made the Stormfather very proud. My brother in honor.
I got 2 crits back to back. Cord is definitely in the house today.
Hashtag Brandon Sanderson, please sponsor us.
Please.
So you wrap around him, not grappling him,
No.
though thoroughly capable of doing so right now.
Embracing him.
Embracing
It's
him.
just a bro hug.
Yeah. It's a legitimate bro hug, not grapple. Like.
And you can still feel his muscles very tight in this moment as you kind of modeling doll him a little bit as he kind of like can't move, and you hear his breath kind of
Right.
Eredrin, what do you do?
Sorry about that. Had to.
No, you're fine. No explanation. Oh, no explanation needed. What up?
What did I miss? The last thing I heard.
Really, there was a suggestion for Alec to drop his weapon, and he did.
Be right back.
And he still looked, no worries. He still looked a little murderous in his eyes. So Valineth reached out with a hold person, almost lost it, but Luca made sure it happened. And Alec ended up getting totally frozen. And then the Slayer
Went up and gave him a hug.
Went up and gave him
heart to heart.
Yeah, gave him a bro hug, and at about his chest level is giving him a true heart to heart, and got a natural 20.
All right.
Trying to diffuse the situation without murdering anyone.
Oh, and he said something about having died before already.
Yeah.
And
I don't want him to die, but I'm not gonna let him kill Nock either.
Fair.
yeah. Fuck! I just had something.
I'm sorry. I think that was my fault.
Oh yeah, and Slayer just admitted out loud to killing his brother and father.
Yeah.
I was like,
almost
sounds
consumed
like
in
my
a rage.
old, Goliath. Anywho, so immediately I'm going to use my bonus action to put my echo between Nock and Guy. I know he's frozen, but if he should come unfrozen, I want my echo to be there. I'm also going to put myself next to my echo between them. And then for my action, I would like to continue to probe deeper and ask, why do you feel you deserve this?
I mean,
so Nock out loud, you hear, why do you feel like you deserve this, and your thoughts are guided.
Oh yeah, you're right. I don't have to roll because I just get to choose whether it passes or fails.
No. You are currently, unless you can break the probe being probed, you are being probed.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
now that you've let me
Yes.
in,
Yes.
It's like a
The
it's
probe
like,
continues.
it's like a Jehovah's Witness getting a foot in the door. You've let me in.
Well, but I still have the option to shut off the valve if I want.
That's fair. That's fair.
That is fair.
But I have not done so. When you go probing for why I feel like I deserve this, what you come basically you just get this is more feelings than vision, but more just my actions have consequences, and if I don't accept those consequences, what is the point?
Okay. And with my free action, I don't know how to word this, but
Told you we're on the pain train today.
we are.
Hey, Slayer hopped on board.
Toot toot, motherfucker.
While actions
The emotional damage we go.
deserve consequences, look at yourself. Look at all you've done to rectify this. I feel the consequence has been paid. And that's my turn. And that would be telepathic, but yeah.
Okay.
Okay. All right.
Alec, frozen there, teeth gritted, breathing heavily. You hear him. It's all that's kept me alive. And while the suggestion is fire and forget, the other one is not. At the end
Suggestion is a concentration.
Oh no, it's concentration. But like I said, it's fire. It's fire and forget. He doesn't get another save,
right?
For yours, but he does get another save for the. He does get another save for the whole person.
Right. So that weapon is out of his hands for as long as I keep the concentration.
Yes. Yeah. Indeed. And he tries. He you can tell he tries to proceed. His muscles still tense, and then the hammer on the ground suddenly stops arcing, and materializes again. The sand starting to cool around it. But Slayer and the law firm of Eridrin and Eridrin heard LLC heard the hard to get out of his throat because he's held. Basically said this was all he had left. Knock, what do you do?
I will look at him, and I will say, because he's still held, he's not able to move, he's just, I'm able to have kind of more talk to him more and just kind of get my words in now, where I say, I am dying. I will be gone from this plane one way or the other. I took a choice away from you before. I am not doing that again. This choice is yours to make. Should I live? Should I die? I am not robbing you again. And I'm just standing there, so that'll be my turn.
Akira, do you do anything?
Akira is going to reach in the mind of Alec, I guess real Alec, and say, and the arms and the visage are going to dissipate. I'm going to flash them away. I'm going to start to slowly walk towards Alec as I speak to him and stand in front of him and just pretty much plead with him. Please don't kill my friend. I know what he did to you was wrong. I'm not justifying it. But believe me, he's not the same person he was when this happened. He's grown and he saved so many. Please. And Akira is going to outstretch their hand to him. Even though I know he is dominant, but I'm just pretty much going to just show him like I am trying to diffuse this as well. Like staying in the same vein as everyone else. So while he's in Slayer's embrace, Akira is going to reach out their hand and then take his hand and hold it. And just kind of tell him in his mind, you can tell me or talk to me or yell in this link. I don't care. Just spare my friend. And that's Akira's turn.
Go ahead and make a persuasion check as part of that.
Oh, I'm so not charismatic.
Hey, Slayer wasn't either. I got an nat 20. Fuck. Ooh.
This is bad.
At least it wasn't a 1.
Hey.
Yeah, Akira has Akira for all their niceness has no charisma. They can't convince anyone they can't convince anyone but Luca to do anything.
That's why you gotta be so nice.
And
you and Luca
again,
together.
it's not that it's a failure on your part. It is you are speaking nicely to someone whose rage
Is very high, and that's understandable.
anger, it's
justifiable. And that's why I said.
In the link, you are hearing. Do you understand, Giant?
Yeah, because you let me understand it because of my sensei.
Yeah. You had learned it before. Yeah, so you can hear all manner of unflattering words being used to describe Nock that are being thought in Giant, and as well as the hammer snuffing out and back to normal. Alec's body is shrinking down to a more normal, 6'2"-ish, and you hold his hand, and the hand is still tight from being held at very least. Luca, what do you do?
Sorry.
I'm gonna attempt to make a persuasion check.
Okay. What do you say?
Try to persuade him to stop fighting. Let's see here.
Or I guess I should ask, do you say anything in particular?
Yes.
Okay.
I promise you that the person who wronged you died a long time ago. And the person standing before you is someone entirely new. Someone that I have seen do great good. You're still alive. There's still a chance for you to find something meaningful and positive to do with your life. Don't throw it away over vengeance. If you want to hold him accountable, but don't throw away your life for vengeance. And I'm going to go ahead and roll that.
Go ahead.
Oh, hey. 19.
Nice.
One more than your minimum.
One more than my minimum.
And with that,
They say I'm good at what I'm good at.
Yeah.
with
Your
that,
expertise.
Akira, you and Slayer both in direct contact with him. Feel his hand, the tightness in his hand loosens. The magic still holding him, but the tension drops. Slayer, you holding him tightly, and now instead of holding him at his chest, looming over him. With
I would say it would transition into
kindness.
more of like a fatherly embrace, if anything.
Yeah. Looming over him with kindness. You actually
Kindly, menacingly looming over him.
Kindly looming, not menacingly, kindly looming over him. You actually the breath that was loosening and becoming less steady now actively becomes sobbing, even though he can't move. Besides really the breathing and that the rest of his body too just kind of loosens as much as it can.
I'm guessing I can perceive this quite well as to
oh,
what this
you
happening.
can definitely.
So
I'm
gonna.
This cacophony of people that are definitely blocking the way. You can definitely, at very minimum, hear a grown-ass man sobbing hard.
So with that kind of knowledge of what's going on, and we're like trying to diffuse this situation and the words
it's
and the
coming
things.
It's coming to your turn right now.
Well, I mean, I'm assuming it's a free action anyways to drop that because it's concentration. But after he would start hearing that, actually, him starting to break and whatnot, of not seeming like he's in a rage anymore, would drop the hold person. And just kind of see where we go from there.
Slayer would even sort of, at once the hold person drops, sort of sink to the ground with him. Even
it fully becomes necessary. Basically, all of his weight slams into the sand.
Yeah.
While we're there, and since I'm right there and I was holding his hand, Akira will remanifest the arms, not the visage, and then put all 4 arms and tail around him and Slayer as much as I can get around Slayer, and just kind of like complete
it's like around Slayer's leg and then around part of Alec's leg, and
and I would just kind of complete like the whole hug and let him cry. Let her cry.
I thought I'd find you. I thought I'd find just you doing your fucking thing.
And had you done that, had you found him doing his thing, I'd say you would be justified. But as my friend Lucas said, that knock died a long time ago.
I'll walk up to him and I will.
What have you done? What have you done that was worth her?
I'll walk up to him and I'll just say, I have no words that can bring anything back from what I've done. Nothing I can say can heal anything that I've done. But I will say, when I did that, I was young, stupid. I knew what I was doing was wrong. It taught me to be better. It taught me to be so much better. I took my teachings, I went traveling, and I began to help. Actually, she got me into a bit of a spot of trouble. I stole from a very powerful group, and I dispersed that money to hundreds of people. I tried giving some of that back to you through another identity of mine, Saoirse.
That was you.
She was not persuasive in your eyes, and she couldn't bring her back either, so therefore you didn't want the money. And it killed me even more.
Would have killed you then if I knew that was you.
I would have accepted it.
He was clearly ready to accept it now. He feels remorse. Nothing can bring a life back, especially family. But you seem to have found a new family. And he sort of nods over to Throw. Or behind the counter.
Who is peeking over the counter.
Yeah.
I look over at Slayer and I say, Lily. She had a name.
You remember?
I found out after. I've not forgotten that girl once. There was a time recently where my mind was taken over. Basically reduced to nothing. And I almost died as a result. The entity trying to usher me into the other side was Lily. But it wasn't my time, so I came back. And even more recently, the man I stole all that money from cursed me with this. He gestures towards his old form, and he says, I have very limited time left. They can cure me. But I decided before that happened, if you decided that I was worth saving, that would be that. But if you decided that I did not deserve to go on, then I would accept that as well.
Revenge like this doesn't help your heart, though.
Would Lily want you to live this way?
Trust me, I've lived what you want here. I lost 17 good friends, my first love, and I went after the people, and the only thing it made me was more angry at myself over it. It didn't bring any of my friends back, and it didn't help me at all. I feel I have their blood on my hands every day. Do you want a reminder of him every day, or a reminder of your daughter?
I don't. How dare you put this on me?
Yes, I don't.
I'm not your god. I
give you the choice of revenging, or, if in your eyes, avenging, possibly. But it is up to you.
The revenge won't fix the pain. It'll just pass it on to someone new. And us folks, and he sort of gestures around to the rest of us, we don't do great. Well, no, hold on, never mind. Oh, that got away from me.
It turned into a threat at the end.
Yeah, it did. It did. Yeah, that's not what I was going for at all.
So you had to
But
like,
I was vibing
Yeah.
with it.
let me
Though.
reject that.
Hold on.
No, shit. I'm thinking here. I can't. I'm fucking brain fog. Yeah, it'll just leave it at the. It just passes the pain on to someone new.
Revenge is sort of an endless cycle. You just simply pass it on. Everyone's got people. And if everyone came looking for revenge, an eye for an eye would leave the entire world blind.
Half blind at least.
I would rather hold them accountable. See that they become better, that they do better, that they take that life that you would have ended and use it as a force for something more positive.
What have you done that was worth all of it?
Nothing anyone can do will ever be worth a life lost, but you can't bring it back. Unless you've got a lot of diamonds and an incredibly powerful spellcaster.
You'll hear in your head really quick.
I hate that adage does not work in D&D. It kills me.
I'm not going to pretend to understand your pain. And I'm not going to say that your anger isn't justified. But living to kill one person is no life. And I don't think your daughter would have wanted that life for you. And I don't think you really wanted that life for yourself. Just take a second and think about it. Has it been worth it? Everything you've done up to this moment, has it been worth it? This is not going to bring her back, nor is it honoring her memory.
A life is priceless. There is nothing worth a life. I don't think there is really anything any one person can do that would be equitable to losing the life of someone you love. And I'm not saying to let go of the rage. I certainly didn't. I'm saying find a better use for it. I swore an oath to unite men instead of dividing them. So that is what I'm trying to do here. That is what helped me channel my rage, do something righteous.
Teach others to fight. Or research better cures, cheaper cures for what happened.
You seem quite strong and able. Why not make a business of trekking that mountain, making those herbs, or that was mentioned herbs, right? That was mentioned? Okay, just making sure I don't say anything Slayer wouldn't know. Find those, right? Maybe make those herbs more accessible for others. I have a feeling that my friend here tried to do just that. We joined the Slayer's Take together. And he specifically asked them if there were any requests for some special herb that I'm now putting together might have been that herb. So, while it's not worth her life, it is a step in the right direction. And you may see him as some sort of hypocrite for all of this. But sometimes a hypocrite is just a person in the process of changing.
That's a t-shirt right there.
It's actually also a line from the Cosmere. Brandon Sanderson, please sponsor us.
I was like, Justice, that was really well like put together. Like that's Brandon's
Hey, the timing still had to be right. Just because you read it somewhere doesn't mean it wasn't a good line to use.
Oh yeah, no, it's good. I love it.
It was beautiful at the time. Beautiful timing.
Thank you.
I'll look at him and I'll just say, I'm not here to bring anyone back because I can't. I'm not here to make myself feel better. I'm here to fix what I broke as much as I possibly can before my time is up.
Closure not just for him, but for you as well.
Closure is an amenity few people get anymore.
I'll never get to apologize to my father and brother.
I'll never get my friends back.
He looks down and he pulls a trinket out of his pocket. And he looks at it, and on the back of it is a small but fairly detailed painting of a purple lily flower. It looks like it's scratched up. It's seen better days.
Yeah.
And a star of many planets. I'm so sorry.
Well done. But then he flips it over. And looking at the back end of it, there is a crown on it. Dark black stone with kind of the look of it is curved horns at these 4 points, and then these kind of barbs coming up between each of those 4 horns. Sorry, not 4, 9 horns. And just barbs between each of the horns on this kind of, this flat kind of, 2.5D kind of relief. I sold my soul to promise to find you. I died trying to find you. Now I'm just supposed to be done.
Oh.
I can't tell you what you need to do. But if you found more worth living for, that's not a bad thing, is it?
You don't understand. And you actually see him kind of wincing a little bit, like there is pain going on inside of him that is not being afflicted by any of you.
His pact has been fulfilled.
I don't want you to go with me. I know what I sold my soul for. I know what's waiting for me.
Alec, why? At this point, I will drop to my knees in front of him, just because he is still down, right?
Yeah, he's still down on his knees in the pit.
Gotcha. I will drop to my knees in front of him as well, and just like openly, just kind of like with tears in my eyes, say, "No, why?"
It was avenge her death, or just give up. The hate in my heart was strong enough. That the prince himself heard my anger. You really want to make it up to me? You come find me. Get me out of this. He reaches out the pendant that's looks like it has a loop for a necklace that's no longer there. You must have done pretty well for yourself if someone was willing to... He pokes at the wrinkles on your face. You really want to make it up to me? Just come. And he, like, in mid-word, his body just gives out. And it looks like it goes from muscular and still gaunt to actual, like, deep mummification in just maybe 2 seconds. Just...
Sorry,
and you hear Thoreau from the behind the bar go, "What the fuck? What'd you do to him?"
Nothing.
Yeah, Alec is not saying anything. He's just kind of standing there staring. Just sitting there staring.
Can Slayer parse what happened, maybe? From an arcane's perspective.
I'll take a religious perspective, maybe.
I'm not proficient in that, but
fair enough.
Wait,
I can help.
Yeah,
You can. Y'all trying to parse it out. You actually hear outside. You hear a couple of Crown's Guard sound like they're mustering, but like coming around, and then you actually hear Kaylee out front, like, "Oh no, like everything's fine. No, it's good, and like, and she's doing a pretty damn fine job of fast talking, trying to not have the guards coming in on you guys right now.
I can just see Slayer trying to bury him in the sand.
No. What am I rolling?
You're rolling religion. You're rolling religion.
But is it like I'm getting help? Yeah. So is it advantage? Is it plus? Yeah, what is
Luca's help? Luca's help is a +2. Is anybody else proficient in religion?
No.
Okay, so no roll.
Nope. I am actually.
Nope.
You are.
I actually have proficiency in religion.
That's amazing. Knowledge skills, baby. You never think you need them until you need them.
Right. Half proficient in, like, as a bard, does that count? Like,
Luca has
already provided that.
Yeah, it's getting the +2 bardic bonus. So, so with advantage. So roll one more time, and then a +2 to that.
Sure. Slightly better.
Hey. A touch better, one might say.
Yeah.
So
it was almost a 1 though. Watched it roll.
The danger. So,
but did you die?
Not yet. So as you
did.
Nailed it. Rough, buddy. So as you're looking over it, you are one who has made deals with the divine. You more
sworn an oath, but yeah.
Well, you swore an oath, but then like continued to pursue that oath.
Yeah.
Oh, it's just a fancy deal.
Yeah, it's just it's a very fancy promise.
Yeah.
And then you kind of see you like looking at what happened to his body, and then looking at the pendant that was handed over. The front side of that pendant, the more prominent side of the pendant. You parse out in a short number of seconds, kind of like talking it over with Luca and Valineth out loud. You three parse out that is a symbol of Asmodeus.
Ooh, this is bad juju.
Oh.
Yep.
And then knock as you feel it in your hand, the metal warms a bit, almost a little too much, almost a little too, and you see a little bit of a sizzling, and you flip it over, and that rough, scratched up painting just burns away.
Oh, it's Dorian Gray.
So right now, you have a dead body on your hands. Mm-hmm. Thoreau, who watching, right. Maybe not, kind of almost trying to follow along from as far away as he could, and then now Alec, who was already a little bit crack chic, now looks mummy chic.
Yeah.
And Kaylee's trying to keep the guards out.
Right. So and
Thoreau just shouted out, "What the fuck did y'all do?" So, what do you do?
Made a deal with the devil.
Slayer will say that it appears that he really had already died. He had apparently made some sort of bargain with, if that coin is to be interpreted correctly, with Asmodeus. And he gave up his rage and his anger towards our friend here, and my best deduction is that was the thing that was literally keeping him alive. So Asmodeus took his soul in payment.
Since he had nothing left to live for.
That's tough.
Literally.
Yeah, that just makes Akira sad.
While we're sitting there kind of trying to figure out what's going on, we can hear the guards and, Kaylee talking to them outside and everything like that, and just like, I did this. And that's the story we go with.
No.
Hold on. Hold
he
on.
did this to himself.
No. We do not. You're gonna pay a bloody price for everything you do or you don't do. You don't have a choice. You only get to choose which poison you take. And this is Nock's choice. If Nock wants to be responsible for this, that is Nock's choice. Just as it was Nock gave the choice to this man, we cannot take that choice from Nock, just as Nock was not going to take that choice from this man. If you feel this is what you must do, Nock, if this is your next step, then I support you in doing what you feel is right.
I feel is right. That's a strange feeling, I can tell you that. What I feel is right is you lot do not deserve to have to fight off any gods or have to fight off any.
It wouldn't be the first time.
It certainly won't be the last.
But there's no reason to make the trip any more harrowing or. Here's what I can tell you. There is not a jail cell in this world that can hold me for very long.
You haven't got very long either.
But I will make my way up the mountain to the Reverends. I will find my old teachers, my old masters. Tell them what has happened, and most likely they will be able to help me rid of this situation. But it appears that my task has been given to me.
This is your challenge then.
And I actually will kind of open my shirt a little bit to show the symbol of that was acquired to me by the Slayer's Take. Say, this means something to me, such as my reverence to Ayun. And I don't plan on falling on that very soon. But this is not your cross to bear.
Before you go, since we're obviously not changing your mind, Jeremy, did you see the DM I sent you earlier?
Of course.
Would you like me to roll to see if anything came of that? If I was able to finish the thing?
It worked.
It worked. I'm going to walk up to Knock, and I'm going to place a small wooden figurine in his hand. I'm going to say to him, you gave all of us one, and you didn't keep one for yourself. And when you look at it, it's going to be kind of a general look of your face, but it's going to look like a broken mask.
Almost tackling you, Akira is going to hug you. Eyes dripping with tears. Just like very sad, very not taking this with the stoicness that everyone else is. They just fully like kind of wrap themselves around you and just say, "You better come back. We're not done training. You haven't finished. You better come back."
Very lovingly return the hug. We shall meet again. I will actually look at my hand. I will just slowly take that ring off, and I'll walk over to Luca, saying, "I'll be needing this for a while."
Luca hasn't said anything yet because Luca's been crying.
I feel like as much as this would benefit me, I feel like it might benefit others first.
Thank you. I didn't think that I'd be the one that would have to be living up to your example. Strange how that goes, isn't it?
Respect your elders, I guess.
I'm still older than you get.
And I'll give him a big old hug as best I can.
Luca would hug him back hard.
Valineth hears things about age and rolls his eyes.
I'll walk over
the
to
only long-lived person in the whole fucking group.
Fuck, I'm almost 200 years old.
Plus the missing years.
No, that's with the missing years.
Out front, you actually hear an incantation from Kaylee, and then she very, very quickly runs around the corner, sees you all, is like, "I don't know what the fuck y'all were making noise about. I've got 3 guards held outside. I don't know how long it's gonna take, how long it's gonna hold." And she comes running over and is like, "All right, I hope you did what the fuck?"
We didn't do it, I swear.
I swear to Cord he did it to himself.
Twice now you've come up on
you can explain that. You can explain that to me later, how exactly that worked. But I don't know how long they're gonna be held. We gotta get the fuck out, and I might not be able to come back to Kimura for a while.
Get out of here, go!
Can I throw just 5 platinum at Thoreau as I'm running out?
No, I mean, like, let's wish. We're going to Whitestone, right?
Hold that thought. Knock. 2 are parting, and he quickly pours 2 shots of Jimothy.
Oh god! Oh no! Disadvantage too.
Yep. And you would
Guard on that question. 3 sheets to the wind.
Hey, you succeed.
Yeah. It's not a very hard DC.
It's only 13 for the first shot.
Did it?
But a disadvantage.
Did it?
Yeah.
Yeah, he did it.
Disadvantage at 15. Like, how'd that happen? My con is my worst one. Well, no.
Hey man,
You
you got to have
fucking
a
did
good
it.
shot with the Slayer at the very end there. Until next time.
And
need to look like a badass.
giant, I will
Right.
say, you say to our parting, and in giant, I will say, until our next meeting.
Journey
And
before
then-
destination, friend.
And so, and then before you guys dash off, we'll very quickly run over to Akira, and I'll say, I almost forgot. And I will take the Reaper of Hell's Whirlwind off my back, and I will hand it over to Akira, and I will say, it has treated me quite well. I hope it does the same for you.
I'm just holding it until you come back. That's all.
And then
Wait, hold on. We got to go. If
Nope is staying. We're going.
Are you sure about that? You're not in any shape to be off by yourself.
Trust me, I already tried to convince him. He's sure.
We've already tried.
If you're gonna go off by yourself, at least get. My stepmom's really good. She'll make you better.
And then I look and I just look over at Eredrin, and I say, by the way, Eredrin, and I take my hand out and I take my my kunai with the chain, wrap it around my hand, take it off my fist, and chuck it over as a kind of like, wrapped up towards good old Eredrin, and I say, practice with that, would you?
You will get the most cordial of hat tips from me.
Nice.
The most
As I pick it up.
cordial of hat tips. I love that.
Akira is soft.
Hey, you know what? Not good enough. I am redeeming right now.
I was
And
just
Aaron
thinking
has to
that.
say something.
I
nice
was
about
just
that.
thinking that.
It's the last time you
right
can do
now.
it for a while.
I am redeeming that. Boom.
Okay. Okay.
I'll be right back.
It's got to be a good one.
See, but most of them are about his ass. So
Right now it's kind of sacky. It's not as tight as it normally is.
yeah, I know that's the problem.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can't compliment my body. You have to compliment my heart and soul.
It's personality.
Knock, you're the reason I am not considered a serial killer in several countries.
We know.
I wasn't sure what to expect, but it wasn't that.
No, it wasn't.
That was the best.
It wasn't
Love you.
that.
I will
You're the
tagline it
reason
with
I'm not a serial killer. Jeez.
I will tagline it with the "love you, bro," and the cordialist of hat tips, like masquerade style hat tip. In fact, full hat off bow tip. Yeah.
I'll look over at you guys all, and I say, I tell, when you see them next, tell Blackbird and Brandor that I might very well be able to send word to them soon, but for now, just my farewell.
I get to add a
And then I'll look over at Kaylee and be like, you know where to go. You may take your leave, but I will stay.
Buddy. And then in the doorway, one of the guards just shouts out, "Freeze!" And because one of them
Time to go.
free. And she yells, "Fucking hell! Please take care of yourself!" And she's going to bonus action give you a D12 inspiration.
Nice.
And then say, "The rest of us out."
She says,
Time to go.
"Take care of yourself." I just say, "No promises." And then as you guys are swirling out or whatever.
So were the guards visible as we were going away?
Well, one of them is. One of them broke free.
Oh, okay then. Yeah, exactly. Just because I can, as we come away, as he comes around, we're gonna drop a hold person real quick.
Love it. Give you a chance to
lie.
escape.
Yeah, no lie. Natural 2.
Nice.
Nice. Freeze! He freezes.
I was just doing what you told me to do.
Like he's already like he's
moment.
going down to grab his crossbow and bring it around, and like his hand meets the crossbow and just fucking like holds. He's not even looking at you guys right now.
We're just gonna be gone the moment he looks
I
back.
love that.
And so yeah, what do you do? What do you do to get out of there?
Well, yeah, as you guys are swirling away to do your thing, me obviously staying there to take the rap and all that kind of jazz, so that stuff happens.
I thought you were gonna get up to the mountain first. Nah, whatever.
Well, no. Well, I mean, here's the deal. As I said, no jail spell can hold me for very long.
True.
The only difference between me and Airgen is Airgen just walks out of the cell. I have to like do some trickery.
You have to charm your way out. I can just literally say, "Nah, I'm done," and then just walk away.
I can just dislocate a shoulder or something. I don't know.
Look, we got nothing to worry about. He's got levels in Bard. Rock and roll will take him to the mountain.
As you guys are swirling out, as the image of the room begins to dissipate and all that kind of stuff, you can see me. I kind of just give you a little, salute wave, and as I'm doing that, you see me transform into a visage you haven't seen before, which is that of Johnny Silvertongue. So
I've seen it before. Now I know that it was you.
You have.
Now he's got confirmation on who it is.
Could you say Knock is about to climb a stairway to heaven? Sorry.
Oh, Boise. So as the magic starts to conjure,
heaven's door.
As the magic starts to conjure. She calls out, Are we at least going to Crackhammer?
Yes.
Whitestone.
Whitestone it is. And she's like, I know that one. And the area around swirls and morphs from that of the inside of this very nice bar to the area. Like it looks like it suddenly shrinks down into the front lobby area of a bakery. These amazing smells permeating your nose, sweet, savory, like all manner of just deliciousness around you. And as you land, similarly to how y'all appeared in the middle of a bunch of people before, there are like 5 people in this space, and so like already this kind of small shop front area, and so like as everybody appears, everybody's kind of like touching somebody as everything settles, and she's just like, she looks up, and this slightly shorter than her gnomish woman, bright, shockingly white hair, but not in an old way, in a like almost glowing kind of white. Pulled back into a like a ponytail, almost bun thing. Looks like a chopstick or a kitchen utensil just stuck through it to kind of help it stay together. Behind the counter, apron. She's in the middle of a transaction, and everybody appearing. She looks like she reaches up for her neck, for like you see a chain necklace around her neck, but tucked behind the apron, and she reaches up to grab for the chain, and then sees that Kaylee is among you, and she goes, Kaylee, hey, and she like almost full, like you wouldn't think a little woman could jump the way that this little woman jumps. She leaps over the counter and just lands in a pretty heavy run and reaches up. And Kaylee's about 7 or so inches taller than her, and she just reaches up and wraps around. Buddies, I wasn't expecting a visit from you, and I wasn't expecting to be coming. Exactly, sort of. Hey, Pete. These are some of my friends. We were coming here for a reason, and now I'm a little curious as
It's still the same reason, yeah.
Still the same. Well, but like,
how much do you think it would take, Mrs. P, for you to travel?
She's got customers.
Right. Hey, everybody, just scoot back. Let her do her thing. For you, Slayer, you're surprised. You're not having to crouch in this room.
Oh.
This place it's got like a 15-foot clearing before there's rafters.
Damn.
And so like it's big enough to accommodate you, and so
half expected to be in there like.
Yeah, you're not tight. Like it's small width and lengthwise because it's just the front of a bakery. Yeah. But height wise, it accommodates you pretty well. Cool. And even with this gnomish woman who is definitely running the place, and she goes, oh yeah, I wish you would have come maybe a few weeks ago, months ago. It's been a little bit, but Wax and Junie, they went to go start a new temple. There was this vision that we had while we were commuting that they needed to go out to Wildmount. I'll tell you about it in a little bit. And she goes and runs over and sorry about that. It just my ex's daughter. She's still my stepdaughter. And she goes through and starts finishing the order she was in the middle of, and boxes up some pastries, and then the next order goes through and boxes up some kolaches, and just kind of clearing everyone out. Just as quickly as she can manage politely. And as you turn around, or as she turns around to go back to everything and turning around and getting stuff, you actually see on her left shoulder, similarly to some of you, you can see this brand of the Slayer's Take on her left shoulder, and she comes around again. After getting everyone out, and then she, like, as soon as the shop is clear of other people, she goes up to the front where the open close sign is, and she just flips that fucker around fast as she can, and kind of takes the hoop of the apron off of her neck real quick and just kind of lets it hang down, kind of relaxing for a second. Okay, so, hi everyone. I'm Pike Trickfoot, purveyors of the Slayer's Cake. What? Mm-hmm. And like there's a.
I've heard of Grog.
You've heard of Grog? Oh, what?
Big fan.
I mean, I can see why. You are definitely a big fan.
Not a little one, that's for sure.
You could like she starts chuckling a little bit mischievously. Okay, cool. You brought
Yeah, he's just smiling.
you brought fans of Vox Machina here, and that wasn't the reason.
I mean, to be completely honest, I don't even know them.
Yeah,
That's
what's a Vox Machina?
I just know
Okay,
that
so
we have
not
similar symbols.
so not everybody, most of them don't even know. All right, it's just, I mean, that one, and she points to Luca, and that one, and she points to Slayer.
Yeah.
Definitely know a bit. This one's my student. I taught him a couple years back, and Pike's, oh, you're Luca. And she walks over and
Luca looks very stunned and surprised, still wiping tears from his eyes.
Are you okay? Yeah, and she's like, "Are you okay?"
Trauma till hey guys, like
I'm sorry. Are you okay? Kaylee's very proud of you.
That's. Oh, thank you.
I'm sorry.
It's all right.
Kaylee kind of chimes in too. Just they just had an experience, Ma.
It was a tough goodbye.
Luca is taking the ring that Nock gave him back and sliding it onto one of his other fingers and pointing it inward towards the palm.
Yeah, Akira's just gonna go find someplace to sit down and kind of sulk. They are very unhappy and sad about Nock, so they're just gonna go find somewhere to sit down. Actually, they're gonna go meditate and hold the staff. That's what they're gonna go do.
You want a sulking hat, you know.
So on that note, that actually brings me to why we came here, which, as much as I am a huge fan of you and Grog and all the rest of his friends,
and she again kind of chuckles, just like, yeah, that's about right, I guess.
Yeah. We actually need your help specifically to help our friend who we just said goodbye to, who's got some trouble with the law over there. But he was also cursed and is probably going to die within like a month. And we heard that you were super great at like fixing those things. And I mean, it makes sense because I've heard of your reputation and how much you fixed up Grog. So, you know, I've got these diamonds.
Know a thing or two about a thing or two.
Yeah, I've got these diamonds, which I think should be sufficient for like the spell itself. But how much do you think it would be for you to go to Wildmount? And he should maybe be in Komodo still. I don't know if they plan on like taking him to Rexentrum or Zadash or something like that for enjailment. But please, would you do that?
This is a lot.
Yeah, it's really heavy.
Okay, so
hey, those diamonds are heavy.
I have
I'm sorry, Justice.
It's okay.
But I've got a lot of things going on. But I haven't broken out my gear in a while.
Oh, you said Wax and Junie were your kids? Aren't they in Grimgleer?
Yeah, they're in Grimgleer.
We've said hello to them. They've actually helped this friend once before.
You met Junie and Wax?
Yeah, they're doing great.
Shit.
Yeah.
Oh wow,
That temple's really picking up off the ground.
That's wonderful.
Recreate our friend's brain.
It's the same friend.
What?
Actually?
Wait, what?
Long story. Brain devourers got my friend. His brain got.
That's.
I knew the actual mind flayer as well. But yeah, so we got them to rebuild his brain.
Yeah,
Okay.
Spectacular work they did.
Well, yeah. I mean, they're my kids. Of course, they're great. But
Especially, I mean, it was
and she says that nudging Kaylee.
Yeah.
But I mean, so who has him now?
Probably the Crown's Guard.
Okay. I'm not in the business of challenging Crown's Guard.
Well,
but like,
I mean, I don't think you'd have to challenge the Crown's Guard. I think you just have to visit him in his cell.
Yeah,
okay.
you could just pay him a visit and then like heal him, and maybe take Kaylee with you so that if the guard do take exception to that, you know, Kaylee could just get you both right out of there.
And you say that, and Kaylee, first things first for me. First, there weren't no trees in that fucking valley anywhere. No, except for that like little one kind of in the center area, but that's like a garden kind of tree. Yeah. It wasn't really that big. Problem with that is that not only can I not get there with the plenty traveliness, I also I'll teleport you to get there. I'll teleport you to get here.
Well, not today, obviously.
Oh, I was gonna say, I can't do it today. Okay, as long as we have an agreement that like that's not possible, then fine. I'm totally fucking fine with it.
No, yeah, no, that is. No,
Airtrim's going to look surprised and say, "Wait, spellcasters have limited use on their spells as my echo appears for like."
Yes.
I think you'd know that by now.
Yeah, Lucas ran out of magical energy a couple of times now, Erdrin. Have you not picked up on that?
He was tired.
A dozen of times.
I mean, this is just. I'm going to teleport him and then teleport him again. This is just.
And as opposed to people who have seen you do that and taken an amount of hostility, she looks and says, "Holy cow, that's really cool! Whoa! Is that a?" And she does a little like hand wiggle, but like it just a little bit of energy comes out, nothing huge, but like I know some people that like, is that an illusion? And she like goes to like follow it. You teleported a couple of places. She's, hold it still.
He's gonna hold his hand out to shake her hand.
And she grips it and she's like, that is a weird feeling. Okay. That's not alive, and it's a little squishy, but not as squishy as illusions.
I'm gonna swap places with my echo and I'm gonna say, no, it's very much so not an illusion. It's me from another timeline.
Another timeline.
Yeah. I don't know who I am anymore. Honestly, I've swapped so many times. I don't know if I'm the real me or another me.
Everything about that sounds deeply. Everything about that seems deeply troubling, and I do provide counseling services, but that I charge money for. So I can't. I'm not going to get into that with you today. But we can, if you're in town long enough, we can talk maybe, but not today. Now, right now, I'm
coping with humor. Okay.
I have a dirty bakery. That's fair. That's fine. That's fair. I have lost friends too, so I understand totally. But wow, went from happy to see all of you to feeling a little sad about that. But yeah. So, are you all okay? Do you need? Have you ever had a kolache?
Oh, I can't say that I have.
I have not.
Oh, oh my God! See? Oh wait, you're not there. Fuck.
No, that was bearded.
I know.
Voice my rings out in the bakery.
Oh, sweet Everlight. If nothing else, you were brought here today for a very, very special reason. And she walks around and she just kind of like lines her arm with these maybe about 4 or 5 inch pockets of bread. And she just starts walking down the line, and she's like, "You look like you handle spice, so you should have this one." And just going down the line, and smelling them, it's like there's like 2 or 3 kinds of cheese smell coming out of it. She's like, "That one's ham, that one's sausage, that one ground beef, apparently actually super good." And just handing out several of them, and she hands 3 to Slayer.
Nice.
I mean, these are just merely snacks for him.
And it's basically like cheddar, Gruyere, and like mozzarella, like all together in this in like every bite.
Bro, stop it! You're
and
making
then, like,
me hungry, and I already
and
ate.
the different meats. The spicy one is it's almost like a cayenne kind of spice. Really, real like effervescent. You feel it, but it's still good with the cheese and everything.
And grilled cheese later now.
You're welcome, and you're welcome. But yeah, just take your ease, enjoy. Sound like y'all went through the hell of a lot before showing up here, so just take it easy. Welcome to Whitestone, and well, Kaylee, you still have a room. Want and she's like, "I would want, actually. Thanks." And she actually just walks back and grabs another kolache and like, "Did a little bit more to drink." And she's like, "I told you not to do that. Wait till noon." And they go off talking a bit. And
Akira noticeably does not eat their treat. They just maintain meditation and are just they have Nock's staff sitting across their legs.
Yeah, Slayer's plan was totally still to come here to Whitestone so that we could still potentially send Pike to try to heal Nock. Like that was still on the tune. Like, he's gonna let Nock take, do Nock's thing, but that doesn't mean he's not gonna try to fucking save him and help him as far as like his life goes. So,
but with that, we can give all of you a short rest, as might be necessary. Akira, for you, as you are attuning to this staff, you actually you hear a little voice. It's very simple, very straightforward. Just say, "Oh, you aren't the one. Who are you?"
In response, I'm just gonna say, "I'm your current caretaker in honor of Nock."
Oh, you're one of Nock's friends.
Yes.
Right. I don't experience a lot other than what is presented to me by my wielders. But,
Then prepare
He was
to
very
learn a lot.
He was very dour there at the end. Lots of racing thoughts. Sad thoughts. I liked them.
Why did you like them? Who are you?
Who are you? You found me.
I was
I
giving
know.
you.
Nock found me. Nock found me after he killed my longtime caretaker. She had a lot of bad thoughts. Very, very deliciously bad thoughts.
So from what I understand, you feast upon the negative emotions.
I feast upon a lot of things. Just, be aware if you're going to use me. I'll be using you too. I do, but you haven't earned that.
Well, let's see how much you like starving. And Akira will then holster the staff in the slot on my back. Because Akira actually started with the staff. So
yeah, do you not complete your attunement?
Yeah, I'll complete the attunement, but I'll still holster it.
Oh, well. Then as you holster it and let it go, she's like, well, I might be yours, but now you're also mine.
And in response, I'm going to say, wait till I tell my boyfriend about that.
You say that like you think I could do something.
Give it a few weeks. You could cast remove curse. Okay.
But with that, congratulations! You are now the proud owner of a cursed item. But it has a lot of perks. You know all the perks.
Yeah,
you know all the perks. You know all the perks.
I do.
But we'll see what comes from that perhaps at some point.
I mean, if Nock was bearing this curse, then I just will kind of feel it's a fitting inheritance, I guess. He gave it to me, so he knew. That means he knew what was in it.
He did not actually. It recently reawakened.
It spoke to me recently one time, and I kind of just like sloughed it off a little bit.
It's like nope.
Yeah, indeed.
Gotcha.
He didn't commune with the creep.
Return the slab.
Return the slab.
Return the slab.
Return the slab. Yeah.
I mean, there's a volcano right up the hill. Or wait, no, not anymore.
No, not anymore, bitches.
Given that Akira's lack of arcana, to be honest, they wouldn't recognize automatically this curse. They would just think this was a magic staff that their friend had. To be honest, completely in character, they would not think they would
totally make sense.
They would just think this was a magic staff that their friend bequeathed them. And given that Nox never said anything about it, Akira will also assume that he attuned to it because Akira doesn't know. Akira just Akira's like, my friend gave me this.
Makes sense.
And,
yeah,
totally. My friend gave
nobody's brought it to Slayer yet.
Nobody has brought it to Slayer yet. Weird. But with that, we can go ahead and close out today's session. Whoa, Beardy, you killed me. You killed me, and then anyway.
I mean,
that was good.
Waiting for a ratio.
Huge roller coaster.
No. You
guys are walking around Whitestone, and all of a sudden, I just turtle rounds the corner.
What do you mean there's no peaches here?
Do you have any peaches?
That turtle
I have no peaches in the mountains. The last mountain I went to had peaches.
Please
I got Rose last episode ever.
Did somebody say cranberries?
No, somebody said peaches.
Cranberries cured my cancer.
All right, guys, we're getting off rail here at the very end.
Anyway, thank you all for showing up, both player and viewer alike. We really appreciate your help. Check out what's Duality Complex's YouTube again?
Ronin's Den.
Ronin's Den. Check out Ronin's Den on YouTube. Check out Clockmaster's Codex on the Kickstarter. And as always, check us out on the Patreon, on the YouTubes, on the wherever you can find us, the TikToks.
All over the webs.
All over the webs. Anyways, as always, please remember that kindness is in fact free. And please, please, please keep going.
Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell for notifications. Check out the TikTok, page here on YouTube, all that jazz.
And Brandon Sanderson, please sponsor us.
And the Kickstarter and Norton's.
All right, until next time.
Good show, guys. Good.